Yo.
There we go. What's going on,
There
everybody?
she is.
My computer crashed twice.
Wow.
I got my phone on back just in case.
What is going on?
No. Technology.
Hey, Facebook user. I don't know who you are.
Facebook user.
You please tell me.
And a year back to you.
Like
Clearly, you're from Philly.
Yep.
Oh, we already know that. You don't mind me? I gotta share this out to everybody.
Yeah, Jazz is looking like she's from the craft right now. Where the weirdos, Mitch?
The
I was trying to be in theme, but I was running late for everything today. I could not.
Just the
Wait,
best.
we have a theme?
Jess. Hi, Jess.
Just the best is in the comments today and not behind the scenes controlling.
So we are safe today. Let's
No,
talk a
you're
lot
not.
of shit. Let's talk a lot of shit.
No,
Get
she
away with
already
it.
she already threatened you. She already let you know that when she get back next week, if you don't act like you know.
Look, man, it's like when your mom tell you go out, you better stay out because that's the last time you going out for a while.
Don't be running in and out of my goddamn house.
Letting all the air out.
How is everyone? How is everyone? How is everyone? How has your week been going thus far?
It's good. Busy.
Yeah.
Week's been kind of happy belated birthday to our Miss Jazz.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. It was so much
fun.
fun.
A fun time at the karaoke spot.
Exactly. We didn't get kicked out, but they pretty much let us stay until closing for no extra charge. So it was dope.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, fucking it up in a good way.
Did you get super wasted?
Oh, I did.
Did you get chocolate wasted?
No. I had everything I had pretty much this weekend was chocolate and then wine and then tequila. It was a good time.
Chocolate, wine, and tequila. I like to mix my stuff with wine too.
Yeah.
Yeah, who is Facebook user just getting off work and shit? You sound like one of my homies. I don't know who you are, but you definitely sound like one of my homies. Y'all come on in the room. Come on in the room because we are discussing a lot of shenanigans And I want to say debauchery, but I don't know how I feel.
I'm just saying that one
nasty,
thing was
it's
kind of
very
I don't know
romantic.
how I feel about this.
Kind of romantic. I don't know. It's sick. I wouldn't do it, but being a
so
dark romance
romantic, but I
lover,
wouldn't do it.
Oh man.
like it's sweet to hear it, but like don't do it though. Like, oh my god, like he loves me that much. Don't do it, no, because that's
I'm
weird
trying to
then
figure
to
out
me.
which one of y'all
They
would
ain't
be
coming back.
which one of y'all would be most likely to sleep with a dead body is what I'm trying to figure out.
That's a bullshit question you're asking.
Yeah, that's a line that I won't cross.
No, thank
I
you.
mean, I'll be a dragon slayer, but I'm not being a ghoul slayer.
Allegedly.
Yeah, that's too much.
Allegedly. Hey Reva.
Hey girl.
Reva, I got your Tubi request.
Hopefully
Okay?
you got yours too.
Hope everybody had a curl
The
toe
week's not over yet.
toe curling
Reva,
experience.
I have not had an orgasm this week.
Hmm.
Well, self-inflicted. Yes, self-inflicted.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
There we go. Keyword.
Yeah, I treated myself. I gave
Aw,
myself.
treat
Treat
yourself, girl.
yourself.
Treat
Treat
yourself.
yourself.
Get the little
Had a
cake.
long
Treat
day.
yourself.
Treat yourself.
Turn the lights down, put the candles on.
No,
Get
I
that,
don't do. The only niggas do that. I don't do all that shit.
Only
Who
niggas
does
light
it?
Who
Who lighting candles?
Why you don't like feel romantic with
kind of
yourself?
bullshit is
Shit.
that?
I'm
Ambiance.
special.
What you trying to set the
Ambiance.
mood?
I got a job to do.
She's trying to get in and out.
We
In and
finna
out.
bust this nut.
What's a nut?
We finna bust this nut and get something to eat or go to sleep.
Yes,
One or
fix
the other.
this immediately, expeditiously.
It's
Keep
just
it
like
going.
a appetizer before I eat my food or something. I don't fucking know. Hey James, why am I supposed to get romantic to masturbate? I don't know.
It depends on how quick you want it to go.
Yeah.
I like a
Do
lot
it
of
at least
crazy
once.
stuff.
At least once. Try it at
I
least
mean,
once.
if you
Try
say
to
the word masturbate, then I think you should put the time in to do so.
Yeah.
I gotta put music on and like.
I say body worship, but you know that's cool too.
Like, if a man say jerk off, that's like 5 minutes. If you nigga say
Yeah.
masturbate, he's in the groove. It's gonna
He's in
take
his
Well,
own.
then I'm
20,
just trying
25
to.
minutes.
I'm just trying to roll one out or something real quick. I don't fucking
Yeah.
know.
There
Like
you go.
at least once in your life, you gotta
That's a stop and go.
romance yourself.
Stopping
The
with
come and go.
masturbation.
coming up.
The come and
I
go.
always feel like that's weird. That's a waste of time. I could call a nigga up if it's that deep.
Well,
like,
no, because you can make money from it, baby girl. That's fine. Just do it
That's
that
true.
way.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's always true.
touche.
Slow and sensual, and then clip it up. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Money.
Touche, I suppose. I guess.
Great mind.
James,
yo.
we talking about how you masturbate. Do you like candles to masturbate or put music on? You set the mood. I just want to know. I'm interested. Anyway. Hey, y'all. Hey.
40-year-old virgin.
Welcome to Unicorn Straight No Chaser, where you come for the shenanigans, but you stay for the debauchery. Like I said before, we don't hear just controlling the off-screen shenanigans today.
Yeah. So
Mr.
me and
Curtis Brown from
Cardi gonna show our ass today.
Right. You lucky I'm not in charge of the show either. I would have done that if I was running the show, but
I would have done the same. You're right.
Anyway, he has been
let it be
gracious
known.
enough. He has stopped trying to save the world long enough to control the stream tonight
for the next hour, 2 hours.
Yeah, the world is falling to hell for the next 2 hours. Anyway, if you like the shenanigans and the debauchery that we give to you this evening, please give us poor struggling content creators some stars. Okay, I could be eating tacos and masturbating right now, but I am here providing entertainment to you. Okay,
at the same time.
At the same time.
A very good combo.
I'm not saying I won't do it. After
a straw with a beer in it or some shit. Perfection.
Okay. We definitely do hear something debaucherous. We're going to be talking about necrophilia later, and something called somnophilia, where people like to have sex with people who are asleep. I'm sure it's a lot of people. Y'all might not sleep with dead bodies, but y'all might fuck somebody that's asleep already.
I would.
Yeah.
That's good soup right there.
We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it later on.
Yeah.
So please make sure y'all stay around. And if you have to leave, make sure you come back, okay? James said mostly a pop and stop, but sometimes having some music
Pop
on
and
if
stop.
one time isn't good enough. I see what you mean. I have a very vivid imagination, so I don't normally need all that. It's all up here.
Mm-hmm.
It's all up here. I'm very
Go
good
to the
with
highlight
my
reel.
Yo, I really
Pop
think
and
that
stop sounds very mobile. to me.
people that can masturbate based on memory are savages, yo, for real.
What?
Count me,
I like
count me in that
Wow.
too.
Back in the day.
Count me in that too, but I still feel like they're savages. Like that's
Well, they ain't nothing like going to the old spank bank,
Yep.
and pulling out those memories.
Turn to
I
Professor X.
No.
I got a whole movie. It's a whole movie
Nah.
in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
see,
No,
see,
me,
my
it's the
issue
sound.
is every time I do that, one of my exes call me, and I'm cool. I'm good.
It's like summoning them.
Would you summon them?
Yeah, it's like summoning them. Exactly. Like, I mean,
It's
you're
like,
the
I gotta
best.
call him. Like, what?
I was like, oh, my pussy's trembling. Someone's thinking about me.
The quivering
I know who
lips.
it is.
Bass is
I'm
thinking
dead.
about me. I feel it. I feel the quiver in my lips.
Why we make him sound like Valley Girls? Oh God.
Oh God.
The most feminine. I don't know.
Oh shit.
No, I do know it's a great skill though. One of my favorite things to do is like, especially in the middle of a boring conversation with somebody, and I'm just like, "Oh, I'm done. I already came. I'll talk to y'all later. I did what I had to do today." And I just walk away. They're like, "What the
His
fuck?"
eyes just glaze over.
Yeah, I'm like, "Oh." They're like, "You good?" I'm like, "It was just emotional. You guys don't. It was. I'll be back. I'll be back." Really, I just nutted. It's great. I love it.
That's fucking
Yeah.
hilarious. I love that.
It's very fucking talented.
Before we get
love
started, though, let the unicorns introduce themselves to you. I'm going to start with ladies, and since I am no lady, Jazz, please introduce yourself to the people.
Hey everybody, Jazz here, the fancy fetish lady. I love talking on here, doing some crazy stuff. That's it, pretty much. Let's go. I'm sorry I'm late. That's all I gotta say.
No, you popped right in, right on time.
I didn't even know it was live at that point. I was like, oh, thank gosh.
Good thing
Hi,
your ass wasn't
everybody.
in the air. Like, good.
Yeah.
Toot it up.
And of course, we have the devil below.
Yes. It's me, Digital Devil, aka your not so friendly neighborhood tech guy, aka King Blackstar, for you to get these digital hands and feet. You can see I have my malevolent shrine behind me, so I can whoop niggas' ass and then send them to the not so shadowy realm. Dismantle everybody.
You be talking a lot of shit. I'll be like, I
You
wish
do.
I could play games like that so I could whoop your ass. But it's
Bring it on. I need challengers.
I'm gonna lose. So you know, I'm not a
Listen.
good loser. So we're not gonna do all that.
You a throw the controller type of girl?
Yeah.
She petty.
I kill my character on purpose.
Petty as shit.
Yeah, I'm petty.
yeah.
I'm gonna chop you in your throat. I'm gonna pull the plug out. And then we all lost. Fuck you.
Terrible.
Some memories do hold special feelings. Also, I have videos of niggas busting nuts.
I like
so
have
that-
evidence.
I like how she put. I got videos of nigga busting nuts. Whoa.
Yeah. Oh, it's chef's kiss.
Like a
Chef's
nut
kiss.
collector.
Yeah.
She's a real nut buster, huh? Sorry.
And we,
Rating.
as always, we have Dr. Boomar here to give us his wisdom. Dr. Boomar, please introduce yourself to the people.
Good evening, people. I am Basim the Dream everywhere. That is Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or wherever you may need to find me. I am probably Basim the Dream. Also, make sure y'all tune in Tuesday nights at 8:45 CP time, anytime really between 8:30 and 9 for the You Asked For It podcast. We're back in action. And later tonight, make sure y'all tune in to my man's show, The World Is Yours, the radio show.
Okay.
I'll holler at y'all.
Dope.
Yes. Is the world mine? No, it's not. Unfortunately.
Aw.
I know.
You gotta win it harder.
Send me money. It'll make me feel better. And light skin, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Your residential light skinned daddy here. Cardi Experience right there. Follow me on Instagram. I had a lot of fucking funny shit out today. If y'all need
Yeah.
a good laugh, go to my page real quick. You get a couple chuckles and shit.
I
Should
didn't
be
see
hilarious.
anything because I was busy like all day. Today was a weird ass fucking day. It was weird. It was interesting. It was infuriating. Like all of those things today. It's a lot of fucking shenanigans going on today. But that's a
It
story.
feels like a Friday, but it fucking ain't. And
it does.
It's
my
killing me.
Friday.
Oh,
I'm off
fuck
tomorrow.
you, guy. Fuck you.
It really does, and I'm starting.
Actually, I'm taking off tomorrow too. Fuck it.
You taking off?
Everybody dropping off for the Fridays.
Fuck it, man.
Cardi, we gotta go drinking or something. It's like
That's all your fucking fault. We are like a year past
why is it all my fault?
Cause you fucking busy.
I was mourning. I was not busy.
Yeah, before that you was fucking busy.
Well, I mean, people like me. I do things. I'm so sorry. I don't
See,
know.
I'm on your fucking time. I'm here fucking drinking every goddamn night.
Hi, Catherine.
Just trying to get by.
All right, this nigga bitter. Anyway.
The first break we get, I'm going to get some tequila.
There you go. Catch up, y'all. Catch up.
I don't have any more.
Go ahead, because I don't do this. Ain't HNIC. I don't got no damn commercial break. I'm trying to get the fuck out. We ain't gonna be on here till the fucking sun come up.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
Keep the content coming.
I mean, I do. I like a loser or two every once in a while. Anyway,
spice it up.
Go and get your liquor now. Go ahead.
Drink a drink. Folks
I'm
at home, grab
another
something.
edible. Pop another edible.
Ooh,
And of course, y'all, I am your queen of extra, your salt of shenanigans, your diva of debauchery, the official HBIC Unicorn Straight No Chaser, and I'm wearing my glasses today because I'm tired of shit. My eyeballs hurt. But I am here.
So embrace the glasses. One of
She
us.
gonna tell you about the Dewey
One
Decimal
of
System.
us.
That's what she gonna do.
One of us. Sexy ass library.
Darius told me I look like a librarian. So
yes, make you want to check out all the books.
Send me to the titty section.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Where are the books on the titties?
Where the books on the titties at? What's that natural art books at? Huh?
y'all are ridiculous. See, he asked for it nice. Where's your natural art books? There you go. National Geographic. Thank you, James. You know, they don't give me my respect as the queen around here.
What we had to look at back in the day to get by. It's horrible.
Ridiculous.
All the African tribes I jerked off to.
No, I was reading. I was watching the Renaissance era paintings and stuff like that. That's probably why I like a little chub on my women, because that's all.
They don't do nothing for me because them titties ain't always tittying right. And they always lounging on a chair, all lopsided and shit.
Not
that's the best thing.
They be funny though.
Yeah,
like just the random woman with her tit out, just like tit. That's it. Just that one tit. Y'all gonna know this tit, and I'm like, you know what? Go off. I don't know what you're doing, but go off.
Oh God.
The tits and the fupas.
Random baby goat child in the back, like. I love going to the art museum. I love it.
All right, y'all. So before we get the fucking dead people,
because we gotta get there.
We gotta get there. We are going to start off talking about Nature Boy. Nature Boy and cults. Oh yeah, James, I said what I said. I said fucking dead people. You'll see. Stick around.
I see dead people and fuck them.
Oh God. So,
I see and fuck them hard. They like that shit. Like what?
As you all know, Nature Boy recently got sentenced, and for those who may not know, Elijah Bishop, who was known as Nature Boy, he was the leader of the Carbon Nation cult. He drew a lot of controversy. Yeah, that nigga in the middle that looked like Dr. Boomar, him right there.
That's his cousin. That's his cousin. Twin cousin. As soon as I saw the story, I thought about that nigga. I was like,
So
What he get himself into.
Bishop presents himself as the three God, and he promoted environmental and social enlightenment. He said he wanted to create a community for those seeking to live holistically and in harmony with the environment. Look at that. Couldn't we just put Dr. Bumar right back there with some little powder puffs on top of his head? Couldn't you see it?
No.
Totally work out.
However, he ended up having allegations of sexual exploitation, and it really marred the group's reputation, and ended up with him being convicted on many charges, including rape and false imprisonment. Carbonation is what he led, and he had beliefs in veganism, nudism, polygamy, and a peculiar form of sexual education. So everyone who joined the cult, they had to relinquish all their financial information to him as part of the indoctrination. So you had to give up all your possessions to this man. That's my first clue right there. Why am I on a big?
No, thank you.
It's my first clue right there that I do not want to be a part of this organization. When you start asking for my checking,
how you gonna commit fully?
I'm not.
You don't give me everything you got.
I'm not Anita Baker. I'm not giving you the best that I got, okay? At all.
I'm not doing that.
James says, so what he decided to eat real breast meat. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Melissa said, absolutely not. He had self-help instructions, calls for donations. He made music videos. He portrayed himself as a messiah. So there's an ex-cult member by the name of Erica Carroll, and she actually joined the cult in 2016. She was an original member of the group, and she donated $300,000 to him.
That's
and then
crazy.
Someone else gave him a whole plot of land.
What did she do?
That bishop did not work, just like a fuck nigga. Okay, he had no job, and they ended up going to Honduras. And they drove a van from Honduras to Costa Rica, and that's where they set up their community. So they had to sleep in tents. They didn't live in a house. They had to live off of fruit and vegetables because they had to be vegan. And then they would get up like slaves in the morning, and they would have to work. They were not allowed to use restrooms indoors. They had to do it in the nature. Okay. And everyone was given a nickname. Her nickname was BP, which stood for Blueprint, because she was an original member. And if the money thing was not enough, once you told me I had to shit outside.
I mean, I'm gonna just be honest with you. That's absolutely how you know I wasn't involved, because the idea of shitting without wiping my ass is like weird to me, and like no, like because I'm a Taurus and I have a thing for smells. So if a motherfucker smell funny, I'm out anyway. Like if everybody smell funny, I got
banana leaf and just
nah, because they still gonna smell funny.
Yeah,
no, I'm good.
Cool. No, my thing is where it got me at. Could you imagine the equivalent of your Jesus being in a music video? Like at that point, I'm like, nah, bro, Jesus in a music video, I'm good, bro. I'm not doing this.
I'm sure Jesus would have been in a music video if he was around this time.
Jesus,
that shit was fucking fire. No special effects or nothing.
He has the special effects.
He got a gold
in the tip drill video.
Not a tip drill.
I don't think Jesus would approve of that, but
Mary Magdalene twerking in the background, like what's going on?
Exactly.
Yeah, you just.
I like that shirt. I will pay for that.
Fix it.
I'm not wiping my ass with no leaves and shitting outside. And
I'm not doing that.
It's too much.
Well, just say you're not nature boy. You're not with nature. You're not just with it.
I'm not.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's also a lie because it ain't no way he's that cut by just eating vegetables. He got some extra sources of protein.
There is.
Oh, sorry.
He got
not true. We're not doing this all show again. Fix your thing.
It's right here. I bumped it when I was gesturing, but no, I'm like, he got to be eating something besides just fruits and vegetables, because ain't no way he that cut without some type of extra protein.
He probably sneaking the burger.
No, it's extra. It's doable. You can be
Yeah, I was
vegan
about
and
to
cut
say,
itself.
yeah. Because he's pushing, because he's
It's
not gonna
totally
carry any
doable.
water.
Where's the
weight.
money going? Where's my money? That's what I want to know. Where the fuck is my money at? I'm donating $3,000 and I'm shitting outside. No, no, thank you.
Not even in the
No,
outhouse, just
No, but
outside.
it's the thing. Like, I'm all about the nature thing. Like I said, I got family. We grew up and we're like from the mountains, so I get it. Like, that's not a super big thing. But then it's like, want all my money. Where's the money
It's
at?
Costa Rica.
Yeah, and
But
Costa Rica, $3,000 in Costa Rica is a lot. Where's my money? What are we doing?
Jazz,
can't
he done
even-
buried that shit somewhere. He buried that shit somewhere.
Ooh,
I can
smack
assure
this
you.
shit.
Regardless, people living like that now for free. So
Yeah.
because they
No,
Because they have to.
have
Yeah.
to. Like, so I understand. So if you're going back
Yeah,
to
you
that,
gotta do what you gotta do.
you know, yeah.
I don't know. You building the
I
kingdom.
don't see
Set it
nothing
up
wrong with this
proper.
so
Yeah, no,
far. So
I'm
far,
sorry.
it's cool. It's cool so far.
No, he
Yeah.
told the first thing you got to do is take all your money away and stuff, your assets.
But sometimes
Freeze it
you
at
gotta
least.
let go of your worldly possessions, right? Once you
Okay.
let go, then you let
Well,
your
Cardi,
false God
give
come in.
me all your worldly possessions. Give me your debit
Yeah,
card
I'll
right
help you
now.
out. I'll help
What you gonna
everybody
do for
out right
me?
here.
It's
What
funny
I'm
how
gonna
all
do
these
for you?
Right? You supposed to be my Messiah. What you gonna do for me?
I'm going to get you closer to the Lord. I'm the Messiah. Follow me.
and
I'm
what
That's
I'm
gonna
kills
be
gonna
a,
make the
that's gonna be a
contact.
hard no.
a hard
No,
no.
I'm gonna take you to see
Nobody
your
gets through
maker.
through the Lord except for me, except through me. So I get it.
Mm-hmm.
What kills me is the fact that all of these big religious leaders, like, oh, you can't have no worldly possessions, but they got all the worldly possessions.
Yeah.
They got all your
Like,
worldly
But he was shitting outside
possessions.
too.
yep.
And they was
10%.
sucking his dick. Think about that. They was shitting outside, and then they had to suck this man's dick.
Got the splatter.
Yuck.
Got the splatter on
See?
the bottom of the ball sack.
No.
Jesus like, I did this the
See,
wrong way.
yuck. No,
Did this the wrong
I'm
way.
okay.
no,
Hey,
that was
he
disgusting.
Listen, and they fibrous. That's a fibrous diet. So he got them. they got them nasty Jones.
They would
I'm
have been going
good.
3 times a day. But so Erica Carroll, she went on to say that the meetings were the worst part. She said they would have to sit through these really long meetings where he said that they would be facing their demons, but it's basically just him projecting onto them. It was a lot of verbal and mental abuse. Back
like
then, the
regular
group
pet,
was
like regular
originally
preachers.
known as Melanation. That was the original name of the cult. And she said that she decided to leave the cult after he beat up one of his wives. So she got beat up. He hit her in the mouth. He slapped her and punched her a couple of times. And then he told her to go into the tent to suck his dick. The dick that he was shitting and peeing outside with. And that was the breaking point
Kill
for her.
me.
That's finally left.
That's a good breaking point right there.
But she says for her, she has come to feel sympathetic towards him. She feels like he's a broken child. She said he's 40 years old, but he's just a kid. He's projecting the hurt and pain onto everyone else that he felt. His mother and father died when he was much younger, and he was in foster homes, and there was a lot of abuse going on in those foster homes that he was in. But that's not an excuse to do the things that he's doing.
Yeah,
I would not be sympathetic to that
100%.
man. This is therapy, people. Therapy, so you're not kidnapping women and making them shit outside and sleep on the ground. But he even got the white woman involved.
Listen.
That's how you know you made it. You got a white bitch.
But that's probably why he got caught too.
Yep, I was about to say that's why he got caught.
Unemployed dick is the best, but dirty and abusive is where the line is drawn. Like, there are rules to unemployment. Reva says she would have got kicked out.
Funny, but it's true. I'm sure they could use soap. That's fucking ridiculous.
You sure? I don't
I'm
know.
sure. I'm sure.
After they made the soap themselves, I don't know about that. I don't know. Not dick cheese. No genocide.
Oh,
No.
oh God, no.
I was just making shit up. Right now, these are all allegedly accusations. We don't know if the dick was clean or not.
Convicted. He got. Oh, we don't know whether his dick is clean or not. You are 100% correct. But I don't really see like they
If
just
he
went.
wait. If he told them not to wash, I can run with the assumption that his dick wasn't clean.
He ain't tell them not to wash.
He did tell them not to wash. No, he told them not to wash.
Outside.
You gotta. No, he also said you gotta. He also instructed them not to wash, like on some real shit.
I did not find it in my research.
It sounds like a bad time. I don't understand.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It sounds like everybody got UTIs. That's what it sounds like.
That's what I'm like. No, thank you.
No, this sounds like fucking
Sending
long-term fire
juice.
festival.
It sounds like
Sending love and
bacterial
cranberry juice.
vaginosis and
I'm
dick
done.
cheese.
Why he look like the bull from Superfly?
He look like Quavo.
Oh shit, he really do.
Quavo trial.
I literally thought that's what it was for a second.
He looks like a part of Migos. He looks
Right.
He probably is. With all... I can't take this bull seriously. I'm sorry. He be having the doofiest faces.
Ain't no fucking way. So this man claimed that this is a tribe, it's not a cult, and that any acts of violence were merely performative, intended just to garner online attention. You know, he wasn't really abusing people. There's clearly trigger warning. There's a lot of people who accused him of raping an ex of revenge. He also posted news of this person online because she attempted to leave the group. Like I said, a lot of mental, verbal abuse. The woman just made a face at him, so he raped her. The woman would not call him king, so he raped her. So that was a punishment for anytime he felt disrespected.
Certain dominance.
Yeah, he would sexually assault the woman anytime he felt like he was not in control. He started.
He be wanting the body, and you gotta tell him no.
Wait a minute, you told me he has all these wives, and what are the other niggas doing? Like they just bitchless? They got no bitches? How cool is this?
But you know what? In a lot of cults, you can't have sex with the women. The men can't have sex with the women unless they get permission.
Yep.
Immediately no.
I'm out.
Immediately no.
Oh, you out?
Good.
That's it.
I was out at him being it. I was out at my bishop being all in the videos, all in the records, dancing and doing all this other shit. That's where I was out at.
I can deal with living outside. I'm from the island, so I live there. Yeah. My family, the bathing rivers and the ocean and shit. So I'm cool with all that. Like I've been there, but telling me I can't get no ass while you get all the ass, that's where I draw the fucking line.
At you getting ass.
Drawing the line.
And you gotta watch him get ass.
Working in the field, watching getting ass.
See, and this is where this is where I throw a coup and like overthrow his ass, and then I just collect all the bitches, like hungry hippos, collecting all that.
Why didn't all the men band together? Like he's one man.
Did you see his
well, clearly they're all betas.
I was about to say, and did you see him in comparison to them?
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't near nigga his size.
I don't know. They can make it run for it.
Right, and no one can have a six pack but me.
They all look like incels, passport bros. Like they
one dark skinned boy in the back looked like Myron from Fresh and Fit.
So basically, he brainwashed them into believing that the outside world was Babylon. It was all going to crash down. Mother Nature will wipe them out. And he had chosen to stay with them. He was Christ, incarnate.
Ain't no nigga from Atlanta is Christ incarnate.
It's the Babylon for me. He using old school terminology.
Like, you ain't even in the Middle East to be using Babylon.
He was the vengeful God.
When he got hungry, then they could eat. They could not eat unless he was hungry. The women were not allowed to wear shirts. at a certain point in time. So, yeah. I'm not really sure. At the beginning, it was easier for people to leave. It got harder as time went on, and I guess as he gained followers and he, divulged more into his narcissistic madness, then it got harder to leave the cult. But initially, people were allowed to leave. But there's people that actually left and came back. So that brainwash, that hole that people
I was
get
about to say,
that's crazy to me. But I guess when we look at women who get abused and they keep coming back for more, it's the same thing.
But I wonder if men came back too. If men left and came back, it was like, I can't find shit out here. I might as well.
So wait, I have a question. Do you got to give up your whole worldly possessions twice then at that point? So you give them up the first time you go back, you build up your worldly possessions, and you go back again, you got to give them up again?
I don't think you wait that long to build it back up.
I was about to say, and you're not going to wait that long. You're going to go right back.
No, nigga, this is a one-time transaction. You didn't get me twice.
Yeah.
He taught him how to fight. Not BK said
that
they
shit
must
was gay.
They no BK. So the jury found him guilty on all counts, leading to a life sentence without parole for the rape charge, an additional combined 10 years for false imprisonment, and the electronic transmission charges. The defense has a 30-day window to file a motion for a new trial, which, if pursued, could see Bishop's case re-enter the legal system for reconsideration. After being directed by the judge to direct his final remarks toward her, he still made a point of speaking to the victims who were watching his sentencing online. His haunting statement didn't even acknowledge the pain he caused the victims. This is what he said to them. He said, "Are you happy? I forgive and I still love you. Kiss my girl for me." And they cut his microphone off. He was still talking, but they cut his mic off because he was addressing them directly. I guess to still last minute fear into them.
Like, I'll be out in 6 months or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Nah, they gonna get him in the booty house.
Not in the booty house. The judge stated that he would have been inclined to exercise. She would have been inclined to exercise some discretion if he showed any type of remorse or guilt throughout the process, but she said she saw nothing but him laughing, cutting it up, and looking shocked and surprised at the testimony. She said that he is a master manipulator and probably the classic definition of a narcissist, the most classic definition of a narcissist she had ever seen. I definitely would agree with that. And that you got to be crazy that you are sitting there in court and just laughing the entire time. It's only crazy to you because you're not fully aware of how easy it is to program a group of people to your will. You really just have to convince 3 to 5 of them to make it work.
That's true.
I was literally about to say that, yo. I was literally about to say that because the issue is in jail, in prison, he's gonna go in there and he's gonna portray himself as the smartest man in the room. And like he said, it only going to take 3 to 5. And once you get those 3 to 5, they start passing the message along. And then once you get 15, now you're looking at evangelism. So yeah, it's up in prison. Like they're going to have to keep him in solitary confinement because he's just going to keep redoing this shit.
Interesting.
My thing is, I heard
have weak minds anyway.
I heard that the women were testifying on his behalf as well, saying that he never raped those. Those girls.
He still has some people that are loyal to him. Yeah, they're still brainwashed. You know what I mean? So you always gonna have a few dummies.
I mean, how do we know the absolute truth?
So you trying to say it's not true?
I'm not saying that. I'm being speculatory. Because you're guilty, you have to be tried without a reasonable doubt that you did something. As of right now, you have 2 sides saying he didn't and 1 side saying they did, but you can't prove it.
So the one girl that testified against him is the one girl she actually got raped. So it wasn't like I saw him rape someone. She was the one that got raped. So she testified against him. That was actually the whole prosecution's like their whole thing was her. Like without her, because they had been trying to get him for a few years now. But without her, the case would have fell apart again.
And he got convicted on those electronic transmissions. So posting those news stuff,
revenge porn and shit.
That did him.
Deliberate on. Get out there!
The fuck was that?
I don't know. Curtis, what you got going on big there? So I wanted to say that I do know people in real life that I do feel like are very charming and I could definitely see them being a cult leader. Have you ever encountered people like that?
Or at least run a pyramid scheme.
Like they're very skilled manipulators.
Yes.
Like when you talk to them.
I was listen. First person that came to mind. Like,
sign up for the Church of King Kurt.
In 2020, in 2020 or 2022 or 2021, I mean, Kurt was directly accused of being a cult leader. So
was he really?
Yes. It's not. It obviously wasn't true, but.
What? I'm gonna say I believe it
because that's like when I first met him. That's one of the things that I said to him. I was like, you giving me very much cult leader kind of vibes. I'm not saying you use your powers for evil, but I can see it.
First, you get their minds, and then you get their wallets.
Hey, Asia.
Listen.
Right,
hey, meat. Why we gotta say and who else, Bassine? Why does that matter? God, I was talking about somebody else.
Okay, let me ask you this, guys.
You wouldn't be talking about Dr. Boomar, would you?
What were some false accusations? Wasn't true.
Accusations.
All right, so let's say we all had a cult, right? Because I've been playing Cult of the Lamb a lot last year, and it's still stuck in my mind. I got to go back and play the expansion. I've been playing Cult of the Lamb a lot, and I fucking love the game. And running my cult how I see fit. So I've got a couple wives. I've banished folks to hell and a little bit in that. But if you ran a cult, what would be like your top 3 commandments of your cult?
Ooh, that's a good one.
If I had a cult. All right, if I had a cult.
Power wash.
I only get 3 commandments. That's it.
Yes, greedy motherfucker.
I mean, I am a cult.
You have a small cult. You're a small cult, so you only get 3.
The first commandment is that I get all unlimited commandments. That's the first commandment.
You can't wish for
more wishes. God. No. Yo, the genie said no wishing for more wishes. Like, come on.
Damn it. You already know.
Okay, so definitely I can have as many husbands as I want. That's number 1. Of course.
It's classic,
right? I'm not going to abuse anyone because that's crazy. As many husbands as I want, or wives, husbands and wives, because I like titties. Let me see. I don't have to take care of the children. The men take care of the children. They do all that. And number 3, yes, you have to give all your worldly possessions to me.
See?
What the hell is that?
That man is not alive.
The puppet, yo. What the hell?
It's not going to
be a sex cult.
That's the best type.
That should be the only type.
Exactly.
Consensual sex cult.
We would sit together and watch Netflix, and
there we go.
No one wants that murder suicide.
We would have toilets. We would have toilets. We will be in a mansion, baby, on a compound. Like, we're not going to be shitting in the woods. Unlimited soap and toilet paper for all.
Unlimited soap. 10,000 soap.
BK said if I had a cult, it would be like ancient Greece. Everyone could have sex with anyone and be sexually free. Fuck who you want, get consent. I must be included in all sexual.
Above all else,
BK can be drained at the end of the day. He gonna sit.
Fuck you.
They're gonna get him so quick. They're gonna get him right the fuck out of here.
Oh my god.
So mine would definitely be a sex cult. I'll just get that out there now.
Everybody with the sex cult.
Yeah, sure.
So the first commandment So the first commandment would be anti-monogamy. So you can't only have sex with one person. I don't give a fuck what you think your pH is. All of that. No, it's everything's poly. So it would be fully poly. Like you could not. It could never be like one-on-one sex. It's threesomes and above.
Threesomes and above.
Does
watching just count? Because sometimes I don't want to be involved.
You're on here fucking. Bob,
I mean, well, watching counts as long as like you rub her back or something. Like you got to. Okay. Like,
I'll be cheering them. I'm like, you got it, guys. You got it.
Yeah,
Teamwork.
something like you got to involve yourself somehow.
Lord, man, gotta suck dick.
As far as like, and then as far as the children, I actually agree with you, Gina. The men would be primary caretakers, because the women is going to be the third commandment is that the women go out and make all the money.
Oh, I'm fine with that.
There's only I only got one more thing. It's not necessarily a commandment. It's an entry fee. The entry fee, everybody has to bring 10 gallons of Dr. Bonner's soup, any flavor. I don't give a fuck. But everybody got to bring 10 gallons.
It got to be
everybody. No, it could even be the baby kind with the uncensored. Like I don't care, but you got to bring Dr. Bonner's Castile soap, 10 gallons. Like that's the entry fee. Without that, we ain't even talking about your checking account information. The first thing is that if you can't procure that, you can't be involved.
Exactly.
I could visit your court. I could get with that. I mean, like, let's go visit Dr. Boomer's court.
Oh yeah, and it would definitely be like
you're there and you never leave.
Trapped. Yeah. You're not trapped. You can leave anytime you want.
Yeah,
but you don't want to though.
You're not gonna want to. Like, who gonna want to leave? Like for what?
Nobody's gonna want to leave. Go ahead, Devil. What kind of court you going here?
It's a toss up between the sex and the technology code. So first rule is everybody shares everything. So all your worldly possessions go into a pot. We all use that to fund the compound, which we're going to get a compound. I'm trying to think of which country would be best in. Get one of those islands in Japan or something like that, where we can just live the way we want to live, and we can live off the earth and stuff like that if we want to. We also have access to technology, so that's first rule is all money into one pot. Second rule would be everybody shares a load. So everybody puts as equal effort into, and everybody gets out. Basically like pseudo communism, but not really, because you still get to have nice things if you want them. I'm trying to think what the third rule would be. I guess I only have 2 rules. I can't really think of anything else I want to put in the rule.
Okay.
That sounds very stable though. I like that.
Yeah, because I wanted to propagate. We basically want to become our own nation, like Genosha. So
like Waco.
Genosha
without the shooting.
Not Waco.
Or Coca-Cola.
Jazz, what's your call?
I like the idea of pulling everything together, all the resources together that we have. But I also don't like the fact of where everybody gets a piece of what we work for as individuals. I like the fact that you would have to contribute what you can, right? So we can all survive together. We can build what we got to do to build and sustain ourselves. 1, 2, poly. Everybody be poly. If you want to be single, do your own thing. That's fine. You could just watch or you could participate. That's up to you. I know I'm gonna have fun. That's it. No holds bar with consent. Everything. For anything like just taking care of each other, if you can do it, you know what I mean? If you see something needs to be done or somebody needs help, do it. Be it like helping with children, picking up an extra shift because somebody got sick, you know what I'm saying? Like that, to help each other out. Just be less stressed and just like surviving for ourselves, being good. That's it. I think it's pretty good.
Oh, I want to add one thing. I like what Genocide said. Everybody teaches everybody else, so everybody has at least basic life skills, and then you raise them up from there to certain people are going to be specialists, of course, but everybody gets to learn basic health. What is that thing? Not healthcare, but basic first aid, basic survival skills, basic weapon skills, and stuff like that. And then you move past that.
Yeah.
No, y'all
you're right.
I love it. That's a good one.
If the shoe fits was a picture.
Perfection.
Shots fired. Kurt. I'm just letting you know. Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Chef's kiss.
Shots fired. I can't get Jess back, but I can get you back. Shots fired.
The joke is he got his own picture of him with a harem. Like
I know. I know. And it's real.
Facebook.
And it's a real thing. Like they were really there. Like
it really happened. We ain't gotta Photoshop the shit.
Nothing. Like it really did happen.
Yeah. I feel like they did a whole photo shoot. You show the harem picture, nigga.
We're gonna see that like 10 more times tonight. I swear to God.
Because we show pictures. So a lot of people will be like, okay, so why the fuck would you ever join a cult? And a lot of people are very open to influence. As BK like to say, they're slow. No, we shouldn't say people are slow. You can manipulate people if they're like at a very vulnerable stage in their life. So maybe they experience a lot of death. Maybe they are isolated from their family. Most people just want to belong to something they feel is larger than them. Nobody joins a cult voluntarily. They don't say, hey, we in a cult. You want to join? They're recruited into it. There's a lack of informed consent because they're not being told what's going to happen once they give away all their worldly possessions and go to Costa Rica and isolate themselves from the rest of their family. There's a lot of disenfranchised people. People have a death of a loved one. They break up, in an important relationship. They lose a job. They move to another city or state, country. They don't know anyone. There's a lot of ways that people can be manipulated into joining a cult. So a lot of cult leaders also have personality disorders, or they display those signs and symptoms. Obviously, they haven't been able to do a lot of research on them directly, but they say that there are 3 different types of cult leaders: a narcissist cult leader, a martyr, and an egomaniac. So the people a delusional martyr cult leader can be the most dangerous because they use their beliefs to convince others to buy into their delusion. So an example of this would be Heaven's Gate in San Diego.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
No. I don't think they were the Kool-Aid. Heaven's Gate in San Diego. Who breathing so hard?
I'm heavy.
Somebody needs a workout plan. What's going on?
Is that mic in your nose? Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just because I turned my head. I'm sorry. I apologize.
God forbid there was cocaine there. You'd be dead.
Well, not right now. It's early in the day. So it's early in the night. I can't do the coke yet. Once 11 o'clock hits, though.
Oh man! the chat.
I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you for that.
Breathing very blackly over there.
So, an example of a delusional martyr cult leader is Heaven's Gate in San Diego. So, 39 members committed a mass suicide. They were instructed by their leader, Marshall Applewhite, and this was in 1997. He reported having a near-death experience and was convinced that a UFO was coming to Earth to help the humans leave their bodies for a higher existence.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so he convinced all these people to buy into this delusion. He wasn't trying to get money from these people. He really believed that the mothership was coming and that they needed to leave their corporal existence and go to this mothership. So they had a joint psychosis. And the only way that they could elevate to this higher existence was to kill themselves. So this is called a shared psychotic disorder. Other cult leaders, first of all, I'm sorry. How the fuck do you convince people to kill themselves so that the aliens can take you?
I don't know.
I feel like that was worse. He drugged them.
No, I was actually about to say the same people that fully believe that Jesus died on the cross, woke up 3 days later.
Ooh, like it's the Christians.
No. I'm not. It's this. I'll just say this: the same people that take the whole Bible absolute word for word, like Pentecostals come to mind.
I thought you was going to just use Scientology, but damn.
Yeah,
Kojics
well,
come to
Scientology
mind.
is
No,
the big one.
Scientology.
No, because it's all of them, but they all are based in that though. They're still based in that. They're based in two things. One, people's need to belong. They need to feel like they're a part of something. One, so that's how you got like so many Greek affiliations and whatnot. And two is this kind of like a need to know what's going to happen once they die. Like if you play on those two things, that's it. Like you winning. Like people always talk about, it's a pastor, I won't say his name, old pastor that passed away. But he used to always preach. His favorite thing was, I don't want the pie in the sky. I want my pie now. And and that's really what it was. It's like, yo, like if you could take that, if you could take it and flip it, and so he's preaching to poor people, mostly poor people or people that have been poor in their lives, and he's preaching and poking at that and saying, yo, why would God want you to wait? That doesn't make sense. Why would God want you to wait? And that's pretty much how that played.
Okay.
One of the first black men that ran a mega church. Like he had a mega church in the 60s.
Are like cult leaders, so you know.
If they got a jet, they suspect.
So the second type of cult leader is an egomaniac cult leader. Okay. A lot of cult leaders do not realize how charismatic they are at first. They don't see that they have that potential, but once they do, that's when the egomania kicks in.
Yes.
So this person may start as a preacher, as a teacher, or some other public speaking position. HNIC. Eventually, they realize.
Fuck you. Oh, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you.
Hey, Caroline. So eventually they realize that people, they're clinging on to what they're saying, and so they take it and they run with it. Like they're like the Pied Pipers, right? So they start to morph. They morph into this ego maniacal monster. An example of this would be Jim Jones. Now, those are the people that drink the Kool-Aid. He's the cult leader who orchestrated the Jonestown Massacre in 1978. There was 900 people that he convinced to kill themselves. 900 fucking people. In a dying jungle that he convinced to kill themselves.
You gotta get something for that.
Yeah, they think that they're going to heaven. Like they had a hard life in real life, so now they think they die and they're gonna go to heaven.
But was that one of the ones that were like a lot of people didn't know? Like they knew that they were. I think some of them were aware that the situation they were going to set up to die, but there was like the other half that didn't know because kids were involved. Yeah, and that's when they kind of like snapped out of it. Yeah, and they were just like, what do you mean my kid is gonna die? They're like, oh yeah, they drank or they got shot, whatever.
All they had to do was drink the Kool-Aid. Like with the Jim Jones joint, all they had to do was drink the Kool-Aid. Like that, that's where that saying comes from. Because I think that's the same one. When people started wising up to it, he would actually, it was him and like a group of people were like gated, and they were like opening fire to them. Yeah, it was 3 men. They had shotguns. Yeah.
So
I always wish something would happen at least. Like Cthulhu would like come out under the ground, under the earth, like the cabin in the woods. Like let summon something. Let me see something.
No, I feel exactly.
All these lives go to waste. So bad.
It really is crazy.
I want to see some cool shit. So all these pentagrams and people dying and nothing happening.
Okay, yes, Carolyn, we know it wasn't Kool-Aid. It wasn't sugar in the Kool-Aid. Yes, darling, we know that.
I would have spit that shit right out. Like, who made this Kool-Aid? Why is everybody dying? Oh shit.
The last type of cult leader is the narcissist, right? And the narcissistic cult leader, they've been a narcissist most of their entire lives. So they've been like that since they were little. They feel entitled to lie to you. Okay, they're charming. You're gonna believe everything that they're selling to you, whether it's God, whether it's a product, whether it's a podcast. For example, Keith Raniere was able to first sell self-improvement courses at a multi-level marketing scheme, right? And then he used the courses to brainwash his followers to provide and blackmail, branding themselves into having sex with him. So he was arrested. That
unemployment dick strikes again.
On 7 charges, including sex trafficking, in June of 2019. But before that, he captured hundreds of followers over decades with his personality and his teachings. So most cult leaders have a bottomless pit of ego and need. It's so it's a narcissist, which we talked about that before, a narcissistic supply. You need a constant supply. Most regular narcissists, they either get it through work or through their spouses or significant others. But then you have people who do it on a grander scale, like cult leaders and
Trump is definitely in that category. Trump, 100%
is definitely a narcissist.
Yeah, he's a fucking he's a fucking cult leader.
Yeah.
You tell people to drink bleach and you drink bleach, then bitch, you in a cult.
Seriously. You see the Jordans he trying to shuffle on to people now. He got his own hot tops. He trying to sell to people for like what, thousands of dollars.
I was just mad. Well, they debuted at $3.99. I was just mad that they debuted in Philadelphia at SneakerCon.
Yep.
I was pissed. And the funny thing is, people in my life were trying to get me to go. Like they was gonna buy me tickets and shit. And I'm like, yo, I'm so fucking glad I wasn't there. I'd have got locked up. Because the first time I see him, if I'm close enough, I'm swinging. It is what it is.
Knock his muffin cap back blue.
So we gonna see Dr. Bumar trying to fight Trump on the news.
Yep.
Somebody gotta take his ass out.
Do it for the black people everywhere. Basically, most cult leaders are malignant narcissists, and they don't care about the damage that they cause to anyone. Obviously, there are about, as of 2023, there are about 10,000 cults in the United States alone. Of course, they're not all of great significance, but there are 10,000 cults looming out there. And most of the cult leaders do fall into having a cluster B personality disorder, which would be narcissism or antisocial personality disorder. And those are characterized by erratic and dramatic behavior. So
you gotta get a certificate to be in a cult? There's so many of them. I didn't know there's that many. You had to register your cult with like American Association, like Ku Klux Klan.
No, this is like the FBI scan. This is the FBI spying on motherfuckers. That's what this is.
National threats.
I think it's incredibly sad that there's people out there who want to belong so badly that they would, subject themselves to this.
Yeah, man. Stop being a fucking dick eater.
It ain't about being a dick eater. What are you talking about?
You dick eating. Stop being that cult is dick. Fuck out of here. Do your own thing. Make your own fucking friends.
Like I used to feel like that too, but honestly, everybody ain't strong. Everybody ain't built for being.
And that's why it's for the weak.
But there's more weak people out there than there are strong people out there. So we the minority. If you like, just because you're strong minded, just because you can deal with a lot of stuff that's going on in your life, doesn't mean that everybody else can. And a lot of people fall into drug abuse, alcoholism, cult leader. Like it's so easy to fall into this stuff. So I was like you. I was like, y'all just weak. It's unfair to put how strong you are against other people because not everybody's like that, and not everybody's life has been like your life has been. So it's other factors that come into
positive cult leaders. Bring back positive cult leaders.
I don't think those two words go together.
Why not? There's a positive sister.
We had positive gang leaders who were kind of like cult leaders.
Talk about the Peaky Blinders or some shit.
No, I'm thinking about Tookie. I'm thinking about Tookie. Tookie during the day literally was a fucking anti-gang counselor and like literally really counseled motherfuckers out of gangs and not into his, but just out of other gangs. And then he went to his and built it bigger from other people.
I'm sure it's a positive call.
But that's why they gave Tookie the death sentence. It wasn't about like the crimes and shit. It was bro. Like you going to just all you gonna do is go out and do this shit again.
Touche.
Like,
let me mold your mind. Put your mind in my hands. I got you. I'm gonna just mold you into something great.
You can even see, like, okay, everyone is not meant to be a leader, right? There's some people who are followers, and that's just what it is. If you look at large friend groups, you'll see there's a leader, and that there's people that are followers in a friend group. Like, you see that. I see it all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Darius, you know
that reminds me of a very suspect.
Seriously. Like that one specifically, that you when you're in a group of people and you can see who's the leader and who's the follower, and you can see the direct lines of correlation and how things work. It's like, boy.
See,
that's why
you
you're decent out though.
and a B leader.
BK knows. BK, what's that quote by Kanye? You can be a leader or you can be a follower. I'd rather be a dick sucker than a swallower. You say some suspect like that?
What?
Kanye in the song.
What?
BK knows.
BK like, I don't know that.
It was suspect. I forget what song it was, but it was a fucking suspect ass line.
BK like, don't put me in this.
I ain't make that shit up. I heard it from somewhere. I was like,
I think I know what you're talking about.
That's a horrible, whatever that word is. Yeah, it's fucking wild. Kanye,
stop. You have like a large group of friends.
I have.
Oh yeah, no, he said so.
I have many circles.
That's
which
a real
make
quote.
a larger thing.
Oh,
it
shit.
is right. I'm not crazy. I know my rap.
That's a real fucking Kanye quote.
Kanye is fucking crazy.
He trying to start a call of his
there's
own.
Leaders and there's followers, but I'd rather be a dick than a swallower.
Damn.
Wow. Oh shit. I gotta. No, that's crazy.
There you go.
That's not as bad as Biggie saying he sucked daddy dick though. That's
new slaves.
Yeah. All right, but back to my question.
What's your question? I'm sorry.
I was saying.
Kanye got in my head.
I see you thinking about that dick swallowing.
I'm a follower, not a swallower.
You listen. You thinking about swallowing? I get it. I heard.
No, I'm leading. You know
you want to be swallowed up.
Stop gaslighting me.
They called. She please.
I know,
some real shit.
Your ball
I really can't wait.
Anyway,
I can't wait till I'm in an argument and I can say that. Stop gaslighting me. I just can't wait.
Party. Do you have a large group of friends that are connected? Because that's the only way that my question would make sense.
For your question to make sense, I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna go with it.
You do? Now,
sure.
Do you feel like there's one person that's like the leader of that clique of friends?
Yes.
Okay. Now, why is that person the leader? Is it you or is it not you? Are you the follower?
It could be me. I'm pretty cool.
If you don't know, then it's not you. You just said there is a leader. So who were you thinking?
There really is, man. I'm not quite 100% sure. I mean, other circles, yeah. Like work circles, yeah. Outside, maybe not so much. On basketball team, yeah. In certain scenarios, someone's always a leader, but it's just either you get pushed up to be that person, or you're that person who just grabs the reins and kind of just leads everybody else.
See, that's the thing, though. It's never that you're pushed up to be that. Someone always grabs the reins.
Not all the way.
No, someone always grabs the reins. You can see it, and you can see by the way that they talk to other people who grabs the reins. There's never, no one's ever like. See, that's the thing. No one's ever forced into being the leader. Someone always makes the grab for it.
Like we're speaking from experience because we have a friend group in common, and it's like we're thinking of specific people that present themselves as did present themselves as the leader of that circle.
So what I'll say is that a lot of times who from the outside looking in, or even from the follower's perspective, it may look as though one person is the leader and you don't see the person that's in their ear that's actually being the manipulator. And that's because at that point you have to ask yourself who's the real leader if this person's being manipulated into being
a candidate.
Like, because I think about I actually in a few of my friend circles I have that situation where one person is kind of the figurehead and there are other people or another person kind of like pulling their strings and
I
pushing
see it
them
more
along.
in women groups than men groups.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
But I see
By far.
women, but I see women also, and even in mixed groups, I see women being the ones that are the manipulator. Even if a man is the one in front, I see
Calculator.
women being the manipulator way more
Yep.
often. And in my
And-
mind, I look at that person as the leader because that's the person that's getting their agenda pushed. It's not
Mastermind.
that's not the leader's agenda.
And what's
Touche.
crazy is it'll always be
Yeah.
like in a mixed group of like men and women. Look at the dude that's the leader's girl. How does she act? And it'll tell you who the real leader of the group is.
Or
It's
his
always
best
that one.
friend, or his
Oh, yeah,
best
best
friend,
friend.
or his sister. Yeah,
Yep.
her. It's
Yep,
her.
it's somebody
That's
that's
the
tied
one.
to the dude that's the supposedly leader of the group that's
Yeah.
manipulating the whole situation.
You can learn that from
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
HBIC. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones let you
Go ahead,
know.
yo.
Ha, I'm crying.
Go ahead, yo. Paybacks.
Anyway, let me
Yo.
get into some of these comments.
Let's just move along, breeze it along, breeze it along.
Men are taught
Cool,
pecking
exactly,
order from
producer.
birth, especially in sports. It's the natural order of things. BK said, look at a pack of wolves. The omega is in front and is first to attack while the alpha is in the back watching and strikes last. Asia said that she is a follower. She don't want to be a leader no more.
I get it.
Leaders do rise and are chosen. Not everyone wants to be a leader. Some are chosen too. Sometimes.
Some people think that they want to be their lead. They were
You could
chosen to
step
be a
up,
leader
but
when
you're
they
not a
weren't.
leader. You
Yep.
can step up, but it doesn't mean that you are qualified to lead or you have
Yeah.
that power. And
Or
you
a
know,
lot of times people just don't want to lead that particular group.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd rather sit this one out type of guy.
Yeah,
And watch
yeah, I'm
the
gonna sit this
sidelines
one out.
while
Y'all,
people
y'all
run.
rock out. Y'all rock
Y'all
out.
gotta
I'm gonna sit
sit-
this one out.
Yep.
Y'all not fucking up my record.
Let me know how it goes.
That's the team you play with when your other boys is busy. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't play. Y'all know my real
Yeah.
team, bro. I'm
Yeah.
just
I'm
rocking
not-
with y'all. Just rock with y'all.
Placeholder.
I needed to exercise. Like
Exactly.
It is really interesting though when you do see it like in real life
Mhm.
play out and you watch it and it's like very classically a leader and followers and people that are swayed by somebody's opinion. I find it to be very interesting.
Mhm.
I like watching it.
I hate watching it, yo. I hate watching it because it looks like a car crash to me. And I just
Yeah,
at
slow
that
motion
point
car
I want to
crash.
state something. I want to go save somebody. And it's like,
Wait,
No.
what? My sex group? What?
My sex group is definitely made up of all the fixed things other groups got wrong.
Okay.
yeah,
Oh.
I
That
can
sounds
see
like
that.
a very solid
see that.
situation, sir.
You know what I mean?
Oh, sex is
Everybody
like
looking for
maybe-
enthusiasts.
I need a sex group.
Sex is gender? I don't know.
I need a
Anyway.
sex group too.
You need a
That
sex
sounds
group
amazing.
party. You don't need no goddamn sex group.
That sounds
Why
amazing.
not? Why can't I have a
That could be
sex
the
group?
start of my
But you a
cult.
soft time.
It
You a
is.
soft
It's cold. Let him have a sex cold.
I can always turn it up when I need to. It's a
He-
difference.
first of all-
The softness draws you in.
Yeah.
Cardi is too nonchalant to be a cult leader. Like he don't care enough. You know, them niggas trying to run away. Fuck it. Like he not.
I
gonna be
get
like,
more. I'll get more.
Yeah.
I'm not chasing nobody. Like fuck it. You don't want to suck my dick, man.
Got-
Miss it out. Just walk
There's
away.
20 others that do. It's like,
Just
Yeah.
slide her over, and the next one comes through.
Like he
Man.
not
Yeah,
You
gonna
don't
like-
do anything.
backhand smack the girl because she won't.
Right,
suck
you
it.
never gonna catch Cardi with like, oh, Cardi got rape charges. No, Cardi too
No.
fucking lazy for that shit.
Cardi gonna
Everybody know.
Cardi gonna
He ain't do that shit. You don't give a fuck. You don't care about that shit.
Darth Vader, chill with the heavy breathing.
I'm sorry. It be moving.
I don't know why you just don't put it on your head the right way. How was it supposed to be on?
Because of my hair.
I got
My
questions.
hair.
You don't want to mess up
doesn't
your
want-
hair.
I don't mess up my hair.
Bitch, I don't want to mess my hair up. You got a pinky ring on? Like, what's going on?
I gotta get my pinky
Yeah,
nail done.
pinky
I was
ring
about
on
to
you.
say,
Oh,
bitch, don't you see me cleaning my nails? Bitch, don't you see me cleaning my nails? What is wrong with you?
nails for the coke.
It's for the coke and for the little jet.
We're breathing like Biggie Smalls. Goddamn.
All right,
Hey, he is my favorite rapper.
Yo, I'm cracking the fuck up. We have made it through the shenanigans. even though I don't know if we should be laughing at people being in cults. However, that's what
everything's got comedy in it.
I'm gonna give myself a chance.
Why don't you fucking tell, Asa? Why don't you fucking tell?
With me last night, I don't know what you talk about, officer. I had proof.
Yeah, no proof. You just like that girl that was lying about, leaving her wig in the car and everything.
Leaving her wig in the car?
Carly Russell.
Carly Russell. That girl. You saw how she got off. She's like, "Oh, we're not gonna waste money, the state money, to send you to jail because you're just a lying ass girl."
Yes, I did see that. Like,
you gonna put you on probation.
Yeah, you're just a lying ass bitch. We just gonna put you on probation. Fuck it. I mean, crazy. I agree with it.
There's no point playing ass. She lie her ass out of jail too.
Just trying to make your boyfriend jealous or something or worried. It is what it is. So now we are moving on to the debauchery. Okay, with our Inside the Box segment.
In danger now.
And you see, Just ain't here, so he ain't even put up our Inside the Box. Like, you supposed to be the king, nigga.
Fuck you.
We talking about debauchery right now. We about to talk about debauchery right now. Get it together, sir.
Izzy the unicorn. Just in your way right now.
We are going to be discussing somnophilia and necrophilia. Okay, I had to add a little spice on it because we did necrophilia a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, all right, I found this other new shit, and we're gonna mix it together in an old nasty, might be going to hell pot. I don't know. So somnophilia is a condition in which one experiences sexual arousal by someone who is unconscious. It's also known as sleep and beauty syndrome. Okay. So a person with somnophilia may attempt to cause an unconscious state by drugging their victim or by taking advantage of an individual who is intoxicated or in a deep sleep. Ultimately, they're aroused by the fact that their sexual partner is unable to oppose their advances, and symptoms of somnophilia include frequent thoughts and excessive fantasizing while thinking about or near people who are unconscious or unresponsive. So if, a chick fall asleep beside you, you thinking about, I could just slide it in.
My man going to the ICU and get an immediate boner.
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
you could.
Yes.
It's very plausible.
So originally, that's why I was like, I was thinking like, oh, so, you just want your woman to be asleep and then you might slide it in. But no, like, you need her to be asleep. So you would go to the point of possibly drugging her so that you could get your
oh, no, that's
take this Ambien CR, bitch. Take this Ambien CR.
Benadryl.
Benadryl. I'm about to say Benadryl. You're fine.
No, Benadryl, because then she gonna wake up groggy, and I don't want her to wake up groggy. The CR.
That's the whole.
Like the CR.
She'll wake up with her guts all rearranged. Like, what the fuck happened to me last night?
Kick in fast. That shit lasts forever.
Nothing, baby. Nothing.
It's like, oh, I see you yawning.
I'll take a shower right quick.
You sleepy? Like,
why am I dripping?
You should.
Okay. So
there's some NyQuil, baby. It's fine. This juice tastes funny. Don't worry about it. It's night juice. It's good.
As opposed to necrophilia, which is a rare paraphilia in which a person gains sexual pleasure from having sex or sexually abusing the dead. The taboo of necrophilia is not new at all. Ancient Egyptians took precautions against necrophilia by prohibiting the corpses of wives of men of rank from being delivered immediately to the embalmers because they thought the embalmers was going to take advantage of the corpses. So they would let the corpses sit out for like 3 days, get all nasty and shit, and then send them to be embalmed so that they would hopefully not have sex with them. Another historical case is of Sergeant Francois Bertrand. He was in the French army from 1847 to 1849. He used to dig up corpses to have sex with them. And is this case that actually prompted a Belgian psychiatrist to come up with the term necrophilia.
Yeah.
Although somnophilia appears to have some characteristics in common with necrophilia,
is that a fact?
The two syndromes do not necessarily reflect the same underlying pathology. Not necessarily. But somnophilia can progress into full-fledged necrophilia. Okay. So basically,
this bitch being sleep wasn't enough.
Okay, well, why the fuck would anybody be into this shit? Like, why would you?
I have to ask: is BK comment real? Like, men can't work in morgues? Is that really a law?
I used to work at a funeral home, and that's one of the first things they told me, like as a knowledge. They were like, even though there are men that embalm, they try not to.
Yeah,
they
let's like
try, and I literally had
any nigga down here before
asking. No, I had literally people calling like, so do you guys do freaky things? With literally, like I got the call. So what y'all do, like, you know, with the bodies? I was like, sir, I'm just a secretary. I don't do nothing with the bodies. And then my friend, like the girl I was working with, she was a friend of mine at the time, and she was like, oh yeah, that's the reason, because people get, you know, men usually get freaky with them. And I'm like, disgusting. I was like,
disgusting.
Yeah.
Listen,
it's a real thing.
I mean,
that's disgusting.
I mean, I do feel like Martin Lawrence and Bad Boys too, like looking at a pair of dead titties.
Yeah, but he was high as fuck. Like that.
He was high as fuck. But me, like, you know, I mean, you know, there's some nice dead titties right there.
What a waste.
No.
Not what a waste. Who said what?
Me?
What a waste.
They're gonna have to be wasted.
I was gonna think it. I'm not gonna touch it. That's
you gotta touch it. You gotta put a bra. Do you put a bra on dead women?
Yes.
You would dress them, yes.
Yeah, so you would still have to put the bra on, so you would have to put the titties in the cup.
I was just a secretary. I didn't do none of that.
How many of y'all have actually touched a dead body?
You're not supposed to. Don't do it.
I have. It's too late for that.
Yeah. You don't get cooties.
How many?
No. Well, depending
how
on.
many actually touched a dead body?
It's not, especially if the body's already embalmed. There's so many chemicals in the body. That's why, like, funeral directors and such are like, do not touch the body.
Do not touch the body.
So, like, because
I meant before.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, like identify the body, touch it. No.
Okay. Have you, Cardi? Have you touched a dead body before it was embalmed?
No.
And Darius, you said you did, but was it before or after?
Before.
Okay. Like, if you ever touched a dead body, like nothing about that is like
nothing. That shit don't even feel human no more. The shit don't even feel human.
Like the life is all drained out.
Like like it's I'm cool.
Rigid. I'm sorry, that is not my intention, sir.
Trigger warning for everyone else.
Yeah, for some people, but it's not sexy.
I mean, if it do, then you should automatically see a psychiatrist. Work that shit out instantly. Find out why that happened.
No. He's saying he touched he touched his dead pet. But yes, I agree.
I wasn't even talking about his comment, but yeah.
Oh, all right. You was talking about touching. If you touch a dead body and that shit rouses you, go straight to the therapist. Like, matter of fact, go to the psychologist because
you're already in the hospital. So go ahead and hey, nurse, find me a psychiatrist because this thing right here is
Yeah. Now there's a psychologist. There's a psychologist that said that they believe that somnophilia is part of a wider growth of something called one-way sex. He said he's researched online porn, and there's a steep rise over the past decade in categories such as sleeping sex, as well as other forms of sex that are based on unresponsiveness. So you're only concerned about meeting your own needs. So flexi dolls would be another example where women pretend to be sex dolls, and so the sexual pleasure is only about the man. He's saying that the more that he looks at this area, you see that there's a lot of men who are afraid of having sex. They're afraid of women. And a sleeping woman poses no threat to them. She's absent. She's an object. She's a receptacle.
Receptacle.
It can be a kink between two consenting adults, but it can be problematic because it becomes a blanket consent. Blanket consent, essentially, consensual non-consent, but that obviously requires a lot of trust and communication.
So, I see it like a WWE rule, like you like put your hand up, you drop it down like 3 times, and last minute put the hand back up.
Yeah.
He's not down. He's not down. He's not down.
He's not down. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Oh
my god.
I can see that. But a lot of people there's people that can develop this because they have low self-esteem, and so it's easier to get their needs met if they don't have to worry about rejection because the person is not responsive, or it could be a dominance situation where like you are at your most submissive because you cannot respond. So I had to look up some case studies and testimonies, of course.
Yeah.
I like to hear people's real life situations. So they did a case study of a man with somnophilia. This was by a Swiss psychiatrist in 2010. So they made a link between his somnophilia and he had a brain injury. I don't know if that necessarily would be what caused it, but he had a brain injury when he was 10. So they called him Jim. He's 34 years old. He goes to an emergency psychiatric unit after he physically assaulted his wife. His relationship had become strained because he developed a particular and progressive sexual deviant behavior, which would be the somnophilia. He was only sexually aroused by sleeping women, and he liked to attend to their hands and nails while they slept.
Coming out the most freaky part.
Hey, Sal, you here for the necrophilia?
He pops right in for the necrophilia.
So during the initial years of his marriage, he was able to control his fantasies, but then he began to lose, control, because like if whatever turns you the fuck on, you want to do it at some point. Like you want to, even if it's something that you're ashamed of, you still are going to want to act out at some point. So at first, his wife was agreeing to it. She would take sleeping pills. So she would knowingly take the sleeping pills so that she could pass out to fulfill his desires. But then she started to be like, all right, I'm not fucking doing this shit no more. Like, I imagine that it would impact.
So she was an enabler and then got mad.
Yeah, and said she don't want to do it no more.
Damn enablers.
Because she making her enabler, though? Or she's just trying to please her man?
Yeah, she probably wasn't getting her needs met. That's probably what happened.
Yeah.
I would imagine that his dick is not performing the same way when she's awake, and she wants some.
But we don't know their agreement. Maybe he does do something for her. We just don't know.
So then he began to secretly give her benzodiazepine, which is tranquilizers, so that she would pass out. But there was no consent to this, obviously. So when she discovered that he was doing this, that's when the conflict occurred, because it's like, nigga, you've been drugging me, you know what I mean? And then he decided that when she was on her way from work that he was going to use a capsicum spray to subdue her so that he could have his way with her. But she ended up ripping off his mask,
not the chloroform,
and then realized that it was her fucking husband.
Jesus Christ.
You want them cheeks that bad?
And that's how he ended up in the psychiatric hospital. So it got so bad for him that he had this urge that took over him that he tried to actually physically assault his wife.
He was just a bad person.
Yeah, I was.
He let it take control of him.
Yeah,
it's wild. It's absolutely wild.
That's very disappointing. That's upsetting.
I mean, listen, at least she loved him enough that she tried.
Yeah.
Dude,
well, that's what I'm saying.
That's a rabbit hole.
You love your partner enough that if they came to you and said, listen, I just want you to be knocked out so I can have sex with you. That's my kink. Dr. Boomar, would you do that?
No.
Really?
Devil? You love this woman.
And she wants me to be asleep?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would do it, but you're going to have to wake me up after it so I can get some while I'm awake.
She's spent. She doesn't want any now.
I gotta have another chick. Like right there. Like there's got to be another chick right there. Like, all right, cool. You go back to sleep.
Do it.
I would do it, but I need to. There has to be reciprocation. Like I gotta. You're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to wake up and we're gonna have sex. If it was just like them, where only he gets what he wants and she doesn't get what she wants, nah, I'm not doing that. But if you need me to be asleep, if you need to knock me out to get me off, to get yourself off, then fine. Okay. But I need to be like, you're gonna have to reciprocate that shit, and I'm gonna have to be woken up to some head, to some sex, to some something.
Yeah.
Jan, so you doing it too?
Yeah.
Okay.
No doubt. That is something I have talked to my partners about because it's something I am interested in. And it's a consensual thing, of course. And my partners we haven't go to the full thing because some people it's a niche, right? You got to go into it properly. I'm not giving anybody that much power yet. I don't fucking know anybody like that. So fuck that. But it's also a situation about reciprocation, right? Because even if I'm feeling good and you're not, that's going to make me feel some type of way. And that ruins the whole energy. So I don't want to do that. And vice versa. So it's a very delicate situation. It is doable, but I feel like you got to be truly honest with your intentions with it. Like that guy, there was something wrong with him about it. If that's not all he wanted, that was the issue.
Yeah. Cardi, would you do it?
I think it's happened to me before.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
No, I can't.
God damn.
I didn't mean it was Darius because he snorted. He made me laugh.
Yeah, whatever.
I think it happened to me. He just woke up. She's like,
well, wait. I need to hear the story.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That both times I've been woken up with someone sucking on me or riding me. So clearly there is a window and I guess the midnight hour between 3 and 5 when the moon's full and the morning wood is at its peak and I'm completely passed the fuck out that someone wants to go ahead and take advantage of me and then either I wake up to it or I don't.
Okay.
And you're like, you feel anything last night? I'm like, no, what are you talking about?
So you don't wake up at all?
Wait.
There's been times I had. Sometimes there's been a time I slept through it, or it went back down.
Yeah.
So she really couldn't keep going.
Okay.
But like, if you get off in that good couple minutes, if you got off, then you got away with it.
Now see.
But men do that to women all the time.
And now another thing that kind of happened to me last night, other way around.
Okay.
Because she wanted it last night, but she fell asleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you spooning, you like, hey babe, you poke her a couple times, like, hey babe.
You did it like, hey babe.
Yeah.
She wasn't responding. And then you just do a little test to make sure, oh, okay, well, if she's sleeping, she's dreaming about dick because she wet. So you can just let yourself in.
You
be like, hello? No one else?
Key under the fake rock in the front of the house.
Let me in.
Hello? You left the key.
Well, I guess I'll just let myself in.
Now, what's dangerous about her doing it to you is we get the tap on the leg when it's time for them to get up before we just kaboot. So if she didn't get the tap, is she just going?
Nah.
She's going.
I mean, you hear the moan, the sleep moan, and that moan never changes. And then she wakes up, eventually, and just like, oh my god, you're fucking me, and then she's all happy. So.
These are some very hilarious experiences.
I'm learning so much
that could be not so hilarious.
Only brought to you by the Cardi experience. It's always something.
Okay, so I've had those situations where I've woken a man up like with head, and then I've also been woken up with head, and like he started before I fully woke up. I have had those situations. Most of the time, I do not mind. I did have like one instance where I wasn't like really asleep. I was like drunk. I was like really, really drunk, and like I didn't like that. I didn't like that because I was like, get the fuck up off of me. Like, I had to wake myself all the way up. I had to lose my drunkenness and get the fuck up off me. I said,
the danger.
I'm a terrorist.
Danger alert. Your body goes in a shot. Like, wake the fuck up. Shake it off.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was one of them situations where like it was somebody I was in a relationship with, but then we was like breaking up, so we wasn't like in a real good space. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, like we cool, but we not cool. So like, I feel like you trying to take advantage of me. I don't like that shit. That I do not like. So I don't. If we're in a good space and we're not arguing and stuff, yes, you can wake me up that way. But if we're not in the best space, probably shouldn't do that. I might punch you in your throat. Like,
I mean, it's a great way to start the day, though. Like, you wake up with a morning
Nothing's better than
you ready to fix the fucking world.
I don't.
Oh, you're the opposite. You want to
I
crawl
like
back
morning
in bed.
sex. I don't like morning head. Don't give me that. It sends me into a fight mode. So I don't like. Yeah. So like even it's like I talk to my male partners and I'm like, they're like, like, would you ever do that? I was like, I'll do it, but I have to wake you up a little bit first. Because my worst fear is to trigger my partner and maybe, they're not disclosing something to me, something like that. I'm not getting punched in the face. I was like, and it would be expected because I'm touching you without your consent. I am. And I don't care if you give me consent, truly, it's not because your body's in sleep mode. So I like to respect the body as much as I can. There's certain, gray areas, unfortunately, but it's like, no, I'm not doing that without your full consent. I will wake you up, kissing you, something like that, to little by little make it sexy while you're still like kind of halfway there. But then I know it's consensual to a point. Right. You know what I mean? They're your partner's body. So I had a partner one time try to do that to me. And I was like, I will literally wrestle you to the ground. Don't ever do that shit to me without waking me up. I cannot. It's just something, it's not a thing I like.
I'm going to put a bill on your ass.
Yeah.
Not a bill.
A bill. Shit, you need to know. Shit going down.
Door activity.
That was funny.
Sometimes. So then we had a testimony from somebody who was speaking, directly of what they like and what their experience is. And so this gentleman said that he definitely has somnophilia. He said he told his girlfriend and she didn't have a problem with it. She allows him to fulfill his fantasies. She's really submissive. The only problem is he said that she's an extremely light sleeper. So she wakes up at the drop of a hat and is not really, there's no way for him to truly live out his fetish because she wakes up. He said he's trying to give her sleeping pills that makes her drowsy, but the depth of sleep, she still is a light sleeper, even with the sleeping pills. So it makes her go to sleep, but it still won't keep her sleep.
CR, ambient CR.
So he said that he is he's talked about what's the roofie drug, Raphanel, or
the Cosby.
But he knows that, yeah. So he was like, I know this is illegal, and he considered asking a pharmacist, like, what could I give her? But he was like, I'm worried that he's going to think that I'm trying to rape somebody. So basically, he's upset because he needs to find a way.
You need to let it go. Find another fetish. Like, shit ain't for you. Or find another girl.
Find a way to knock her out so that he can fulfill his fantasy because she with the shits, but she can't figure it out.
I don't know.
You said some kinks.
No.
Well, necrophilia, yes.
Yes, but not what we're talking about in a second. Necrophilia, yes. Don't do that shit.
There's like the big three of kinks that are shamed, and that's about it.
Oh, no, definitely.
The philia, scat play, and...
The scat play is not one of them. Some people like that.
Some people like having sex with dead bodies. Don't make it okay.
That goes into a legal territory because it's the
consensual.
Yeah.
One's consensual, one's not.
Well, if you put it in the will, is it consensual? I allowed you to have sex with my dead body.
Should scat play be shamed if it's two consenting people?
No.
Shame.
Listen, go to Germany for a little bit.
No.
It's not my thing, but
yeah, it's
not my young, but I ain't yucking it.
Yeah, shimmy from the outside. Like that.
You ain't international, motherfucker.
Fuck you. Oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
So speaking of necrophilia, all right, did y'all know that there are 10 different classes of necrophiles? 10 different classes.
There's skull fucking for one. Where you just fuck the skull.
I can't.
like Shakespeare's skull. You just They're fucking it.
They put them in the classes of necrophiles. All right,
That's
so
the head part.
Okay, what's going on with
really
that?
running rampant out there. So you got class 1. They're the role players. So they get aroused when they pretend that their partner is dead. Right? They're okay with just pretending. Just pretend like you dead, bitch, and that does it for you. Okay.
I don't know if that's even worse
Play
or not.
that bitch.
Okay, then you got the class 2, which are romantic necrophiles, right? So these are people who are still, somebody dies, and so they're still attached in love. My wife died, I can't let her go. I'm still in love with her, so I still want to have sex with her dead body, right? Romantic. That's what you said earlier, Jazz. Like,
yeah.
Just come on it.
Just get the what's that? Clone a dick or whatever the hell. Get all that shit.
Clone on it.
Clone her vagina.
That's it. Clone her vagina before she die, and you're good.
Yes, that could be a lucrative area for us.
I need to write. I need a book. I need to write this shit down.
Your wife died, and you still want to have sex with her.
Hold on, fellas.
Body.
Does it still count?
What?
Huh?
If you don't fuck the body, but you still come on it, does that still count?
Yeah, it's the
I would say yes. It's still part of the sexual experience.
But she always like to be defiled in the face. So wouldn't that be okay still?
If you don't get caught, everything's okay, I guess.
I mean, that's where she loved it the most. Why disrespect her corpse? It'd be disrespectful if I didn't do it, honestly.
Her ghost looking at you like, this motherfucker right here, he be lying.
The longer the beard gets, the more
what job
he gets.
Listen, necrophiles, come see me and Jazz. We want clone a dead body. We'll make it look realistic, and you don't have to be ashamed anymore.
It's like pouring liquor on your dead homie's dead girlfriend's grave.
Rub a little grave dirt on it.
So the liquor be semen.
Smells just like
the tombstone.
Yeah. I listen.
I've been drinking.
I'm about to be rich. So then we got class 3 is the necrophilic fantasizers, right? So they fantasize about necrophilia. They don't actually act out. It's just in their head. They keep it in their head, and that's it.
Yeah.
Then you got 4 is tactile. So they're aroused by touching or stroking a corpse, but they won't have sex with it. They just want to touch it. They want to rub on it. They want to feel it.
That's very emo.
But they don't. Number 5 is
over again.
Y'all both drunk.
You should have came, You should have came to fucking karaoke, bro. I was emo as fuck.
Oh my god!
These are people who remove the objects or body parts from a corpse.
So fuckers.
They might take an arm. They might take the head.
Trophy.
They just take a body part and they rub on it, but they don't have the arm. They don't have sex.
I'm taking the titties.
I just want your arm. This was my favorite titty, right?
Those are hands she used to jack me off with. This is the hand I need.
My favorite ball.
Rigor mortis.
I love my niggas' balls.
Perfect shape.
I love having my niggas' balls in my face. What's going on with you? What is going on with you?
I would not put that past time.
Yes.
I would not put that past time. I would probably be down with that.
Yeah.
Turn my little ball, turn my big ass ball sack into like corn purse or something.
She opens it up. Oh, what's that made out of? It's so unique. Oh, okay, that's my husband's ball sack. Yeah, he's dead.
Yep. He's always with me. Just hitting yourself with it. He's always with me.
Teabagging like,
this bitch crazy.
Ma'am, this is a Kroger's.
I'm glad she's not in the comments right now.
Oh my god.
She'd probably be cracking the fuck up too, though.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
This one is weird. This is a mutilomaniac. So that's people who derive pleasure from mutilating the corpse while masturbating.
Oh, God.
They don't have sex. They just want to want to like cut parts off of the corpse and then jerk off at the same time. I don't know. I didn't make this up. Apparently, this is what people like to do. Okay,
it's scary when you think about it, though. Like, there's levels to that shit.
yeah, yeah. Then it's
A lot of levels.
It's opportunistic.
I want to say go off, but don't really.
You know what? That's like some Devil's Reject stuff. Like I can
Yeah.
see like Rob Zombie doing some shit like that.
Yeah.
All right, wait, y'all.
Don't have
Now
eye
opportunistic. That means that they really normally wouldn't have sex with a dead person, but the body is there, so why the fuck not?
Lazy ass motherfuckers, yo.
Listen,
That's lazy. Do some work.
That sounds better than my alley. Nice and lazy. The path,
Yeah.
the path of
Body
least
is
resistance.
I'm
Come
here,
on.
you're here. Why not?
Yeah. Come a little bit early to Sheila's funeral. She always had big breasts. I might as well.
Yeah, why not?
Just stroke them a little bit.
Might as well.
Oh, God.
Well, no, wasn't that a thing like in like a lot of hospitals? Like there was a woman, her husband died or something before they had a baby. So she like he died, so his he was hard.
Oh yeah.
And, so she raped him. She raped the
Yeah.
body. And they let her. They were like, "Well, yeah, you got to have a baby, I guess." And I'm like, nobody's seen a problem with
Body's
this.
so
shit.
warm, semen so good.
Yeah.
What's the
She was riding it, yo. Nasty. Go off. No, I can't even say go off. That's too much. That's too much.
That's too much.
It's too much.
I mean, it could have brought him back to life.
It sounds like something.
But it didn't.
She ain't try hard enough.
Weird it out. Now you got ghost babies. I don't like that. That's weird.
Wait a minute, y'all. The fact that Sal said that this sounds like something he would say, that's how you know we are in bad territory.
Damn. we got rolled in. Yeah, rolled in.
Really?
In Sal territory now. We fucked up.
All right, so we got regular necrophiles, and we got regular necrophiles, and they just like to have sex with dead bodies. You got homicidal necrophiles; they gotta kill somebody before they can have sex with the dead body, and then you have exclusive necrophiles, right? That's people who have an exclusive interest in sex with the dead and cannot have sex with a living partner at all. You're alive, you don't do it for me, nigga. Your blood warm, it ain't gonna happen. Where's the dead niggas at? That's what I like.
That's just vampires.
That
At
on,
that point. Vampires.
What is that? Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Vampires. That's all that is.
The whole vampires
No,
are
it's
real,
like the
'cause
same
that's
thing
only
with
way you're getting it.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. They did that. The girl was like, she worked in a morgue, and she made the guy freeze himself. He was like, she was tempted, like, yeah, you know what? Maybe you should like go in the cooler real quick. And he's like, okay, is this just kinky stuff? And she's like, yeah. But really, the whole time she wants to fuck a dead body.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. It's like, is that freaky or is that hot? And they're like, no, what the fuck? That's gross. Don't do that
one.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And you fuck around for too long.
This was disturbing.
No, I forgot.
You can go on YouTube and you can actually hear like a confession from a necrophile, and they'll like discuss like how they got into it, their obsession with it, why it turns them on. It's very it's both interesting and disturbing.
Very Ted Bundy-ish.
But this is for some people, like it just is what they like. If we think about people and their motivations, they 68% are motivated by a desire for non-resisting and non-rejecting from their partner. So it's a lot of motherfuckers that just fear rejection. 21% want a reunion with a lost partner. So that's the romantic person. Like, she had that good cat. I missed that good
Snapper.
R.I.P. Jesus, please bring it back. She don't gotta come back with the cat. Yes, please. Thank you.
The real one.
There's 15% of people who just naturally are attracted to dead people, and that's just what the fuck it is. Then there's 15% who is motivated by a desire for comfort or to overcome feelings of isolation, and then there's 12% motivated by a desire to remedy low self-esteem by expressing the power over a corpse. Okay.
Skull fucking.
That sounds like some control issues if I ever heard them.
Yeah. I think it all boils down to that, though.
So, of course, y'all know Jeffrey Dahmer he did, a lot of necrophilic acts. Everybody knows that. Ted Bundy was also known for being a necrophile. He would choose secluded spots specifically so he could go back and have sex with the bodies. There is a woman named Karen Greenlee, In 1987, she did an interview. She stated that she had a preference for younger men and she was attracted to the smell of blood and death. So she considered it an addiction, like she was addicted to it. She could not help but do it. And she had a small studio apartment, so there was like satanic adornments and necrophilic drawings all over her house. And she eventually ended up confessing that she abused 20 to 40 male corpses. And she was a mortician, so she actually ended up getting arrested because she stole a hearse. She stole a hearse just so that, well,
she's crazy, that one.
Would that have been better? I don't know.
But you fucking dead horses. You want to add necrophilia on top of bestiality, bitch? You fucking.
She checking everything off. Go somewhere.
Fuck out.
But she stole a hearse with a body in it just so she could have sex with the body. So when they found her, she was with the body.
How does have sex with the body? The dick ain't hard. Like, the dick ain't hard. What you getting off on?
Well, she could just be rubbing herself up against it. I don't.
Yeah, but what? I need to watch this confession. Where the fuck? Because I need to know what was the motivation.
It's
because I can get triggers, but
it's called the unrepentant necrophile.
I'm gonna look that shit up later. It's on my list.
Yeah. So apparently she ain't had no problem talking about it. It's like it is what it is. This is what I like. Okay.
Listen, I'm for it. I can talk about it all I want.
Some of my school teachers are fucking their kids.
Yeah.
There's a man
I had to do it.
I had to do it.
There's a man named Sir John Price, right? He had his two deceased wives embalmed, and he kept them on either side of his bed. And then when his third wife died, he tried to resurrect her, but it didn't work.
Wait.
Did you know about the other bodies?
Wait.
Yeah, he said by his side.
It was on the side of the bed like a nightstand, baby.
But that's what I'm saying. So why are you okay with this? As the third?
So you have threesomes with dead people?
He was a baronet. He had money. What are you talking about?
Money too.
He had money. He was a baron.
Devil. I'm not.
Bitch, I'm gonna take care of you, and I'm gonna take care of you so good. You see, I got.
Yeah, but I'm not sharing a bed with that motherfucker. I'll take your money. Don't touch me.
I'm not gonna sleep next to your dead wife. Like, what the fuck is going on?
I don't share space. Goddamn it.
At least put her in the closet.
You poly.
Yeah.
So even in death, you got to share that nigga.
Exactly. Nah, fuck out of here. No. It's different in poly. I was consenting to that. Those bitches is dead. They already got more power than me. Because apparently they're already in his bed nonstop. I'm upset.
Yo, the corpsal 3-ways is insane.
I'm not dealing with that shit. I didn't sign up for that.
Lower expectations. Meek, I don't know what the fuck that is. Once you got two bitches like a nightstand in your bedroom, I don't know.
They just fucking holding their night. Oh, no, fuck out of here. I'm so angry at this image for no reason.
He doing the helicopter for all of them.
Yeah. He's like, my wives come hither. I will burn this bitch down. Don't do that shit. Your wives and you gonna die. And I'm taking your money.
Door, lock it, and toss some matches underneath you. Like it's a death.
Exactly. Fuck out of here.
So there's you know what the bad thing was. I don't know whether it was bad or whether it was good. There was so many different cases of necrophilia that I could have chosen from. Like so many cases of it that it was out of control. Okay. Hey Trixie, welcome.
We haven't broken it down by country. I would like to know what country fucks the most corpses.
But that's the thing, though.
I feel like it's in Europe.
It's somewhere in Europe.
Yeah, but I think like truly that it has to be like there's so many cases because they don't feel like they can talk about anything. You know what I mean? So like you're doing all your depravity. What they gonna say? Nobody's saying nothing but you.
I bet it's Romania.
Yeah.
You think Romania?
Where was the country that the one guy they
Germany
up for him to eat for him to be eaten because his desire was to be consumed.
Wasn't that Germany?
Oh, I remember that case. We talked about that. The guy wanted someone to eat.
Oh yeah, maybe turn me into a dish.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah.
So there's a country in Europe that they have so many dead bodies that they have to dig up old ones to bury new ones, and like they're putting bodies on ship containers and shit like that, I think that would be the country that's the most necrophilia.
Possibly.
Opportunistic.
Opportunistic necrophile. Look at that.
Yeah, for sure.
Never thought you'd say that in your life, huh?
Never thought I'd say that in my.
Wait, never thought you'd know that like it was a test. Like you was right on it. It was bam, opportunistic. This nigga learned something today.
I really did.
Oh God. So
Jeez.
then they had this man named Victor Artisan, right? He was nicknamed the Vampire of Mew. So he was a grave robber and a necrophile. He had sex with over 100 corpses. Yeah, that was his. That's what he did. I'm a grave robber.
Dead.
He was knocking them out.
I fuck bitches. Henry James Blatt. He indulged his necrophilic improprieties on a number of corpses. And when they took him to trial, he said, listen, this is literally what he said. Every man has his taste. Mine is for corpses. Period.
I feel like all these dudes wear capes. I feel like they all wear capes.
Siren. I wanted to look up the fact to see what country has the most cases.
Mm-hmm.
And why did which state allows it?
Which state allows it?
There's 9 states. Do y'all want to guess what states they are?
The Bible Belt.
Arkansas.
The Bible Belt outside of North Carolina.
No.
So Georgia.
It is North Carolina.
Okay.
Kentucky.
Not Kentucky.
Then Nebraska.
Nebraska. You got Nebraska.
Utah.
Not Utah.
Then Washington.
Not Washington.
You said that too slow. Oregon.
No.
All right.
I had to double check. There's a W state. So I will say
Wyoming.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin?
Really?
With all the cheese.
Yeah, I'm about to say the cheese state.
All right, so that's 3. You want any more guesses? Or
anything above the Mason-Dixon line.
Okay,
Texas?
so here we go. We have Illinois.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Kansas. Louisiana, because voodoo and shit.
Not Louisiana. Don't you put that on it?
I'm reading it.
All right, go ahead.
Nebraska, New Mexico, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Vermont, and Wisconsin.
Vermont.
Vermont.
I bet you if you look up these numbers, I bet you those are also the states that got rid of slavery last.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's I wasn't looking for it, but it popped up.
It wasn't
That's
looking for it,
crazy.
but here we go. Meek, you might have dipped out, but when he said opportunistic, it's because there's 10 classes of necrophiles, and one of them is an opportunistic necrophile. They'll do it just because they can. So that's the reason behind it. Could be power, but also an opportunistic necrophile is a class of necrophile out of the 10. Back to our lowered expectations.
Lowered expectations.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we got that. You don't.
Now more Lord.
Did you have to make it a banner?
Carl Tanzler. Okay. So Carl Tanzler is a famous case of necrophilia. He's German. He's a radiology technologist. And he had a patient with tuberculosis that he became obsessed with. After she died, 2 years after she died, as a matter of fact, he dug her body up and took her home with him. And he had the body for 7 years before it was discovered by the authorities. So he lived with this body as his wife for 7 years. Yeah.
Why 2 years did he wait, first of all?
Well, she really didn't want to be with him. Like that.
Well, I mean 2 years since she died.
Yeah.
So why did he wait 2 years though?
in the tomb. I don't give me the line.
That's what I'm saying. Like 2 years to wait, and then 7 years. And who was visiting her grave? Nobody. She had tuberculosis.
Look them up. Carl Tanzler, 1877 to 1952.
But how do you keep the corpse so fresh for 7 years?
That's what I'm saying. Probably jerkied it or something.
So we actually had looked into this. We looked into this a little deeper, but he did a lot of things to rig the body up so that he could have sex with her and stuff like that.
Just puppeteering the dead body?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. He had wires and hookups, and like he inserted things into the vagina to make a space so that he could have sex with her. I mean, it's really insane. It's really insane if you look deeper into it.
Germans are crazy.
It was a lot. It was a lot. But he was really in love with this woman. He tried to save her life. He couldn't, and this was the only way he could have her. So
love is dangerous.
But she had.
I don't never want to love somebody that much. I don't want to love somebody that much. I don't know what you want to call it.
Or
I don't want to do
complete insanity.
No, thank you.
Or a little bit of both.
I don't want it.
And last but not least, we have David Fuller. David Fuller is the bedset murderer. When he was finally apprehended, he received 12 years for mortuary offenses. He having recorded himself abusing the bodies of more than 100 female corpses over the course of his employment as an electrician at the Kent and Sussex Hospital in Wales. Upon searching his home, they discovered 14 million videos and photos of abuse.
14 million?
14 million. He was sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole in 2021.
Is this like on like MP3s or?
I don't fucking know.
Hard drives?
I don't know.
I thought this is old. This is recent.
Yeah. Yes. 14.
This episode is shocking for me. I don't know. I've never been like a gate. Like I'm just like, huh? The whole time. This is wild.
Yeah.
14 million. Like, that's a lot.
First of all, he was a goddamn electrician. Like how?
Because he needed access to spaces that other people couldn't go.
I don't understand.
Thank you. No, thank you.
No. Like, you know how much files that is? Like, as an IT person, how many files that is?
Yeah.
This is insane amount of files. Like, I keep flicks on my phone, but 14 million.
Yes, I had to look again because I thought I was seeing things. I was like,
I'm fucking motion stop and start.
I'm not reading this correctly. I can't be reading this correctly. This has to be an error. No,
I can't fathom.
But it's also photos. It was a mixture of videos and photos.
Yeah.
So he was just
100 corpses.
Yes.
100 corpses.
Yes.
What's the math on that? Let's do some math.
Do the math.
I'm not doing that. I'm gonna be angry. I'm not doing that.
Let Cardi do the math. You want to do the math. So, do you guys think that this is a crime?
Yes.
14 million.
It's not consensual.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, sorry. I know it's not you. I'm just angry at this situation.
I don't want no desire to see anybody.
I mean, it's simple math. I don't know why they calculate it.
Do you think that there should be the same way that there's an organ donor, like you should be like a donor for sex with necrophilia?
I took my shit off.
No. Certain things people have to control them fucking selves because this is a slippery slope into pedophilia. Because that's the next step.
Yeah.
So no.
They having sex with grown people bodies.
No, what I'm saying is it's the next obvious step. If we start allowing shit, then we gonna keep allowing shit. No, we gotta stop somewhere. And to me, this is the fucking line. This is the bottom of the bottom. The line happened a while ago, but this is the bottom of the bottom. We're not allowing nothing.
But I feel like it's not to be the devil's advocate, but like to also science, right? To kind of figure out a cure for this situation. You know, not saying that there's, because honestly, it's a mental illness.
That's like giving an alcoholic more alcohol to get over the alcohol.
And how did they? I understand that, but guess what? But here's the thing: as somebody who worked in that industry for alcoholism and such and other substance abuse, that's how we treat their treatment. That's how we create their treatment. We have to study them. We don't force them to do anything. We watch them how they do their thing. Do we like it? Hell no. Do we try to make sure that they're not doing that? What was it's something control. I forget the terminology we use, but it's pretty much for science in a sense. If you're going to donate your body and it's going to be fucked up anyway, to be fair, like if you're donating to science where they were doing chop shop shit anyway, donating the organs from the body that you donated to help a science student, anyway, fuck it. Do it to somebody who's gonna, but again, it has to be studied. It has to be something has to come positive of a negative situation.
That's true. It's weird, like people sign up to be cadavers.
Yeah,
like
how do you
throw me on the table?
How do you get someone who's only attracted to a dead body to be?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's so out there.
That's alive.
Yeah.
By the way, it's 140,000 pictures or videos per person. So, yeah. So
damn.
That's overkill. Imagine a photo shoot lasting how many hours, and you only get like maybe 100.
And who's fucking watching though? That's the issue I'm having. Who the fuck was watching this guy? He was paying him. He was paying them.
I like I said, there was so many cases to choose from that I was actually quite disturbed because I thought maybe it'd be a handful of people, right? I'm not going to really be able to find. I knew about Karen Greenlee. I knew about Dahmer. I knew about Bundy. I knew about one other person.
It's a whole fucking community.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, why is there so many people that? So is not actually rare. It's rare as we think it is, and obviously you just saw old Kurt threw up there in Pakistan. They doing this left and right.
Yeah.
So what exactly is going on in Pakistan that makes people more prone to be a necrophile?
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot of shit going on there in Pakistan. Take your pick.
A lot of shots at me tonight. Who took a shot? I said, "Oh, Kurt." That's what I said. How did I? Is that a shot, y'all?
No.
Everybody.
That was Dr. Boomer. That wasn't me. Sal said, I need to know how many Black people are into necrophilia. You probably will never know, Sal. Now, I will tell you that on that list of people, I didn't really see any Black people. It was
we superstitious.
Yeah, we know fucking better.
I didn't see a lot of Black people.
Bad juju.
I don't think I saw any Black people. I saw Asian people, different people from places in Europe. But as far as Black people, I don't think so.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, yes.
I'm not having no goose follow me around.
I do think that there's probably some Black people that have done it, but they're not going to say anything.
No,
they're not going to say anything at all. So
they're not going to make a documentary about it or a confession.
Yeah, like there's going to be no pictures and no video of it. So
because it's wrong.
Well, that person probably got so comfortable. Like after a while, he probably was so comfortable, and I'm not getting caught. This is the 98th person I've did this to. So,
but that was like somebody switched jobs or something, and somebody new saw him because the old people didn't give a fuck. This had to be somebody new.
He could have been paying them off.
That too.
Yeah, he definitely could have been paying them off, and people like they did. So fuck it. I take this kid. Actually, there's probably a lot of people that would be all right with it.
Yeah, well, they do that to the patients. They sell the patients for sex trafficking when they're like unconscious and shit.
The coma patients.
Yeah, the coma patients. Yeah.
Well, wouldn't that be somnophilia?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, especially when they wake up pregnant.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be.
That's how everybody's in trouble.
Yeah,
that was the case recently. Like the woman, she's been in coma for 7 years and she's mysteriously pregnant. Line them up.
No.
All you suspects.
Yep.
The world is a very weird and strange place.
Shame on them keeping someone in a coma for 7 years.
What do you guys think that the penalty should be? Because in some places it is considered a felony, right?
Perfect solution.
In some places, it's a misdemeanor.
Perfect solution.
Sterilization.
Death.
Wow.
By corpse fucking. That way you can just keep him revolving door. Revolving door. That way you get them all and you kill them all at the same time.
Exactly.
Boom.
Should it be
Problem
a felony
solved.
though? You think it should be a felony?
Oh yeah,
well, it has to be. Yeah, it has to be because there's certain states that allow it. So because there's certain states that allow it, then in order for there to really be a charge, it would have to be a felony.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some places
should be a federal law.
Misdemeanor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Slap on the
Probably
wrist.
Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania's a backwards ass state. Like,
probably
weird shit.
Now we've talked about a lot of things on here. I feel like I finally topped the oh my god, I can't think of it. But the philia where you like the insects crawling on your dick.
Stop! Oh my god, I try to block that from my mind.
Except for weed, Sal. Weed is not legal in Pennsylvania.
I think that we finally found something that's worse than
yeah.
liking worms and roaches crawling on your penis. This is worse.
Not real talk. I'd rather have this conversation than that conversation. Do not like bugs. I do not like it.
I don't like them either, but in the grand scheme of things, I prefer if somebody says,
I feel like that has a connection to it too, because I feel like if you're into the whole dead thing, well, think about it. Like, again, one of the reasons, as somebody, I say death phobia, I don't know what the actual terminology is. I don't like thinking about it, but I deal with that. So my worst thing when I think about it is like, oh, I'm going to be with bugs. That's the issue I have. It's not dying. It's the fact that I'm going to be covered in bugs. And now the added issue of somebody might assault my body at the same time and I'm covered in bugs is a terrible thought.
Double whammy.
Well, you could be cremated. You could be cremated.
Yeah, I know, but
that's the only safe way.
Okay.
No, it's not, because they could put my jaw in a fleshlight or some shit. I'm fine.
No.
Just build me a whole jaw. It's gonna be crazy.
So, Jazz, do you want to be buried or you want to be cremated?
I feel okay. So I have like this extra shit about me because I'm always extra. So either or, it doesn't matter. I did like the tree thing. I thought that was very interesting.
Trees.
They put you like in a cocoon type thing, and your body turns into a tree, or you have a seed, whatever the hell. I thought that was interesting. But I think being cremated is the best option. It's cheaper for my family because I ain't paying for shit. You're gonna suffer, so you're gonna go ahead and do that. And I do like the idea of having like what the hell is that shit called? It's like I call them the little houses, little grave houses. I don't know what they're called. The monument things.
The mausoleums.
Mausoleums. There you go.
Those are expensive.
I'm gonna have one of those, and I'm gonna have that shit decked out in like holograms of wise messages from Jazz. It's gonna be great.
Oh, that would be nice.
That's cool.
That would be nice. No. Darius, you want to be made into a diamond? You know what?
No, you can do that. Yeah. So they take their cremations and they pressurize it into a diamond.
Because my family's gonna pawn me. Now I'm good. Because I would.
Not your family gonna pawn you.
They would, because no, because I believe I'm very old school with this theory. So the reason why a lot of people have like jewelry is because that's the only currency they have. So usually why moms will pass it on to their children would be for financial. So like you're supposed to sell this if you have something, situation like your engagement ring and your wedding ring. The only thing you're supposed to keep is your wedding ring. Your engagement ring is supposed to be for your hard times. Okay. So if you have to sell it, that's something. I'm pretty sure we're not going to get good money for diamonds made out of my ashes. So that's not no money.
Cubic zirconias on the cheap.
There you go.
There you go. Put me in a cubic.
Dr. Boomar, what you been doing all night? What's going on in your phone? What you doing?
Me too.
Stuff.
You been in there all night. What's going on?
Just stuff. Stuff.
Necroflix.
You've been texting me.
You don't want to share with the class?
No. You've been texting me. No, sure. Not with the class, at least.
Do you want to be cremated or do you want to be buried?
I guess cremate me and then bury me. Maybe both.
There you go.
Safest way. So it can't come back as a zombie. I mean,
cremated and then buried. Okay, that's a lot.
Or maybe half and half.
I kind of want a mausoleum. I want a mausoleum too. Yeah.
My mother wants a mausoleum.
Well, we could all share a mausoleum. That's fine.
Well, people been walking on top of her whole life. She ain't doing that shit in her death. That she said.
Oh,
She
I
been
know
saying
that's
that
right.
shit since I was little.
I saw that. That's a word.
We gotta save our coins now.
I just want to be
Or
buried
you
on
can
my
just
stomach
spread
so
my
everybody can
ashes
kiss my ass.
in the ocean or something.
Sal said, roll up in the blunt.
Not doing a how
Wait,
high
didn't they do that?
situation.
Yeah, I'm about to say, didn't they
Not
use the
doing
guys the ashes for it?
the finger. He smoked his finger. Grinded it up.
Oh, this is
Smoking dead folks to get smart. It's funny. All right, let's wrap this shit up.
Yeah.
Because this is all nasty now. I'm supposed to fuck later. How am I supposed to fuck after this?
Are you going to have nightmares? Are you going to have nightmares, Cardi?
I get fucking raped while I'm sleeping?
You said Todd? Never mind. I thought she already assaulted you.
I am home.
If not, then a repeat.
The birds.
Anyway, guys.
The paralyzing demon.
Listen. No, a picnic. No, you ain't eating my mausoleum.
No, that's why you gotta have the buttons. You gotta have all that. We gotta have chit chat. I gotta tell you about your life, who not to trust. These bitches ain't shit. All that good stuff. Why we eat some tea and crackers or some shit? I don't know. Well, coffee and crackers in my case.
Yeah, there's gonna be a bench outside. You can sit down and have a seat.
Yes, you can have a bit. I want you to leave offerings. I want it to be like it is. You go to New Orleans, like you leave your offerings at my plot, and I want to have like a family,
like an ofrenda
cemetery where all
I like that.
Yes, worship me, nigga.
Yeah.
Yes.
If not, you get struck down by lightning. You get lightning strikes.
Why not? You are. Dr. Boomar said it. Dr. Boomar already said you were a cult leader. So
that's not what I said. But all right, I'm gonna let you HBIC this one. It's cool.
All right, Dr. Boomar said you were accused. There was an accusation of cult leadership. And I just happen to point out that there's a lot of evidence online that points to the fact that that could possibly be true. That
him having a harem doesn't mean that he had a cult.
It could be. It could be. It depends. It depends.
Yeah, definitely not one and the same sometimes.
It could
via anime.
I'm not a cult leader.
Anime logic says no.
All I gotta say is I'm not a cult leader.
Yeah,
I don't have
a cult manipulator
yet. Okay. Not a cult leader yet.
I have no desire. I don't care enough. I really don't.
Same.
I just want to have like a little farm. I want a house in the city, a house in the country.
Terms don't. Wow.
And a house in the Caribbean. That's it. I don't have a harem. I don't have one. Would I like one? Maybe.
I want one.
You want a harem?
I want all of it.
You want a harem, a harem? All of it?
Yep. Both.
Yeah. The older I get, the less I like people. So I don't know if I want to be around all that.
One thing I like, live the life like a cat. I'm just like, nah, you're good. Go talk to the other one. I'll see you later. That's how I be.
Liking one person is hard enough, let alone multiple people, is what I'm saying. So I don't know.
Women got it hard.
Yeah.
And then don't let it be PMS. That's a whole nother thing. But anyway, thank y'all for coming for the shenanigans and the debauchery this evening. I realized that it may have been a triggering for some people. I realized, but look it up if you're fascinated by any of it, though.
I am, so I'm looking at that shit.
The guy Carl Tanzler, the one who had the chick for 7 years, look that shit up. That shit is crazy how he preserved her for those 7 years in his house and what he went through so he could have sex with her.
Not smell.
No, it smelled. That shit is crazy. And if I ever get to do my true crime podcast, I want to do a whole show just about him because it's absolutely wild. So If anybody interested in being one of my co-hosts or something on a true crime podcast, hit
All I'm
me
gonna
up.
do is bitch about everything. So I'm like, so you really followed that motherfucker? Everything was there. Like,
Listen,
okay,
you need somebody like that on the
I
show.
mean,
That's like,
let me
why the
know.
fuck?
Deserves like a pair of fresh Jordans.
Why would you do some dummy ass shit like that?
Wow.
It's like black people in the movies. Like, why the fuck would you do that? Why would you go?
No, literally, that's why I try not to go out with like people when we watch this because I be yelling the whole time. I'm like, so you just dumb. Okay. That's cute for you. That's why you dead, but that's fine. That's crazy.
But again, if you like the shenanigans and the debauchery, please give us poor struggling content creators some stores, all right? So that we can continue to bring you entertainment here. If you are new here, please return every single Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on all Headers in Charge platforms. Yes, you did come in on a creepy part. I'm so sorry. Sometimes it's sexy, sometimes it's not. But it's all a part of the psychology.
Definitely run it back.
It's all a part of the psychology of sex and kinks. Like some of it is interesting, some of it is shocking. We got a lot of different things that make us tick. If you want to watch replays, listen, you got your kinks too, nigga. So if y'all want to run it back and watch something that's a little bit more sexy, a little bit more to your liking, you can watch replays on YouTube and Facebook, okay? Again, I'll find something a little sexier for y'all next week. I'm thinking about doing blood play.
Yes.
Something like that. Edge play. Something like that. So it'll be a little bit sexier next week. If you're not afraid of blood, come on back. Oh, you know what? I forgot. We're doing a documentary. Sorry, y'all. That'll be the week after that. Next week, we can talk about Freaknik. We talk about Freaknik, and we talk about Quiet on the Set. Okay? So if you watch Freaknik and you watch Quiet on the Set, we are going to discuss that next week. If you saw your mama on Freaknik, if you saw your auntie on Freaknik, come on back. Let's discuss it next week. All right? I was waiting for this shit to come out. I can't wait to watch it. Until then, let me hear my unicorns tell you where they can find you at. Ladies first.
It's me. Again, I am Miss Giselle on all platforms, pretty much. You find me there, I'm there. I also have a new TikTok, depending on how long it lasts now. I'm not sure. Fet Talk. Look me up there for all the nasty, kinky stuff we talk about. Make sure I'm not banned at that point, but we'll be fine.
Yeah, you got to be careful on TikTok. So
I know.
Even if they don't ban TikTok, you definitely need to be careful. They don't. I try to talk about stuff from the show, and they always take my shit down.
Oh
they
yeah,
my sound every single time, and I'm just like, we can't talk about fetishes and kinks on TikTok. The fuck?
Yeah, you can. You just can't say certain things apparently, or be white. I guess.
It's weird. It's really they have keywords that are just dumb. That if you say them, you get kicked off.
You popped in just in time to tell the people where they can find you at.
Oh, so they can find me at digital_devil on TikTok and on Instagram. You can find me in these digital streets on King Blackstar on everything. That means PSN. That means Xbox. That means Nintendo. Everything. I'm on everything, even Steam and PC. So if you want to get beat up in the digital streets, just let me know. Also, I will be shooting bugs in the face in a couple hours. Well, about a half an hour.
For democracy.
For democracy.
Are y'all all playing Helldivers? All of y'all?
Oh yeah.
I don't have a PlayStation.
Ah, okay. Dr. Boomer, where can they find you besides your phone?
So they can find me on my phone all day while I'm driving and everything.
OnlyFans.
Compound.
Yo, y'all can find me as Basim the Dream everywhere, even on AOL. I don't ever check it, but it's there.
Not
y'all
AOL.
can literally
AOL.
AOL. For real. Absolutely. I had AOL. I had Black Planet too. And I mean, Tuesdays we live in these live streets at 8 between like 8:30 and 9. So I say 8:45, but we CP time. We might start early, might start late. You know what I mean? Depending on how things go. But we're gonna be on the show. Like we don't have to talk all day, but 15 minutes before 8:45, nigga, I'm writing this nigga inbox and he writing with John. So we good.
It sounds like hitting over on WhatsApp. Nigga, you running a scam? What the fuck you doing?
No, why are you
What's that?
This nigga on AOL, you on WhatsApp. You trying to
I got Telegram. I'm just saying.
You can find me on Black Planet.
Oh, you got Telegram, Jazz? I'm gonna send you a link.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
You can find me
my
on Pepper Freaks.
You can find me on Tags.
Light skin, shut up. Where can they find you at?
Find me at your family reunion with your cousin. Because I get around. Say no. Find me at the Cardi Experience on Instagram. All the time. Funny shit. Follow me or you're a fucking cuck. So choice is yours now.
It's up to you, nigga.
It's up to you to choose. Where you gonna be?
Oh my god. I think everybody was real. I don't know what's going on tonight, but something is. I think everybody.
That eclipse is coming.
Everybody a little bit off tonight, except for Jazz.
No, I had 3 crashes on my computer. Nah, it was off. It was off. Okay. I was ready. I was like, I'm gonna be here, goddamn it.
I'm like, is we all a little bit off tonight? I don't know what it is, but I feel like we
all the Pisces energy is getting sucked out of the univer's right now. That's what it is.
And we feel so much lighter for it.
That's crazy. Don't say that. Don't say that. Now I'm here. See?
That's
like I'm feeling lighter.
Instant karma.
Like I'm feeling way lighter.
That's some Pisces energy right there. It's like, nah, not on my watch.
My bad. Except for Jazz and Tia. Except for Jazz and Tia. Yeah, except for Jazz and Tia. That's it. All the rest of these Pisces bitches.
Wow. And guys, I am at Sovereign by Night on all platforms. I'm at Sovereign by Night on IG. I'm at Sovereign by Night on Facebook. I'm at Sovereign_by Night on TikTok. Of course, I am the EP of the show. And listen, y'all. And
it's the facial expression that do it for me. It's the facial expression. It's like you looking at her like, bitch. You better say like, damn.
Oh, we doing that? Okay.
Because I was about to say something else. And Curtis King Brown, he is the executive producer. Maybe once a month, or maybe once a month on our show. He come through sometimes or whatever, and shenanigans happen. All right. I don't fucking know, y'all. I promise y'all, we all gonna sleep. We gonna get some rest so we can do better next week. I'm excited to talk about Freaknik next week. I don't hear no WhatsApp. Like my baby daddy use WhatsApp that I know. Like he always telling me, "You got WhatsApp."
WhatsApp for Caribbean folks.
I know.
Nah, I feel like WhatsApp is for niggas like in their 40s. They got that extra app so that they can have 2 different numbers. Mm-hmm.
Oh, they get Google Voice.
I feel.
Yeah. I love Google Voice.
I'm just the best. We'll be back next week. So I can't wait for everything that she is going to put up for free. Call leaders never give due credit to those who put them in power. I put myself in power. I put myself in power.
All right, y'all. So we about to wrap up Unicorn Straight No Chaser podcast. Obviously, those that wield actual power dictate how things go around the Head Nerds in Charge network.
Nigga, did you get a Cisco haircut? What is going on?
I try. But
shit, we phone the dragon. Let's go.
I'm just saying, I'll bring back Siren and allow her to close out the show.
Ooh. You don't get that stressed out later. Handle that off camera.
Ball.
See, couldn't help it. Couldn't help it. She couldn't help herself.
They're gonna learn. They're gonna learn. Cardi, why don't you go ahead and wrap us up and get us the fuck out?
I'm dying. I can't.
Again, thank you for watching. Unicorn Straight No Chaser. We just stay for the knowledge and the debauchery, and it's gonna be a whole responsibility. Good night. And
they muted her. I had to mute her. She don't learn, so I let her be on screen now. But take her voice like
now she's just titties with no mouth.
Hey,
oh no!
You can sit pretty. Damn. Thank you, Cardi.
Lowered expectations.
Until next week, don't take no wooden nickels from bald niggas named Curtis. Good night.